Good afternoon, everyone. Steve Surratt with you on Harness Tube. Well, I got to get my names right, David, here because we're crossing over. I've been doing a week and a half of baseball and softball, so
Bring myself up. Yeah, it's we're back into school season for you and everybody else, but a couple more races to go, and we're good to have you with us. Glad to have you with us here.
absolutely.
Headset.
We're in Whiteside, the Whiteside County Fair up in Morrison, Illinois. And if I've got any of my friends out there watching, 2x2 used to sing up here. A guy by the name of Mike Winkleman from Orangeville, Illinois, was a pastor up here at a church. And his wife taught in the school, as I talked to the fair guy here a little bit earlier, that she was a reading teacher in the school. And so
You can never escape those connections, can you?
no,
No matter where.
no, there is a connection someplace. Speaking of connections, let's just get this out of the way earlier. You've got an apology you have to do on the air, right?
Yes, I have an apology to make. I at Brown County was thanking Jill Marshall for taking Sam Hodgett's helmet around and getting all the pick a winner contests for everybody and collecting them. I was completely incorrect. I was corrected today. That's the younger sister, Chris. Jill apparently was at home and didn't trek down to the fair, so I was giving credit to the wrong Hodgett daughter.
The lazy when you were giving credit to the lazy.
I wasn't going to say that, but those words may have came from Chris's mouth. So I saw her over here today. Good to have her with us. And
now you're just trying to cause trouble. I
well,
think.
I'm just saying that those words may have been tossed around in a playful manner, but either way, I just assumed because I saw the helmet and I was wrong.
All right. Well, we're glad that you're here with us today. 10 races for you today in this card, and several open races that I noticed at the end of this card.
Yeah, there's some condition races, and also down south in Anna, Illinois, there's 11 races down there. I think 2 o'clock this afternoon. So
and Scott Beal is, I think,
doing the videos.
Doing the video today.
Yeah, so check out on the Illinois County Fair and Harness Racing Facebook page for Scott's videos from Anna today. As the horsemen across the state are split up, we're up here north and some folks are down south, but good to have horsemen from everywhere make the trek up here to Whiteside County. It's a beautiful fair, beautiful barns. And like you said, you can see it's kind of a park-esque atmosphere with the trees and grass, and I just like being up here.
There's going to be some dead spots. We get about 2/3 of the track for you. The Lisa will get you in pretty far into turn 1, but then after that, you're going to be out till as I'm a NASCAR guy, turn 1, as they come out of turn 2 and head towards 3, she'll pick them up there, and as they come 4 and down the home stretch.
Well, here at Morrison, I can tell you the important parts are going into that first turn, because that first pylon just sticks out there. It seems like it's a left-hand corner once you get to that pylon. So you'll see some breakers there possibly. And also, coming out of that turn, going up the backstretch, you'll see some people move and turning for home. That's a pretty long stretch drive. Been a lot of good stretch drives at this fair, between horsemen, and she'll have a great view of those. So we're excited to have you with us today here at Morrison.
Yep, and we've got 2 more races left after today, but Labor Day weekend we'll be down in Pana for the Saturday-Sunday part of their racing. We're going to be at the Illini Classic sale just there to watch. I want to tell people, no, David, Kurt Becker, and Ed Teefee have not talked Lisa and I into buying a horse.
Well, we keep thinking if we make the pieces small enough, people would be more interested. So that's in the back of my mind. I had some friends call interested in a group project horse. So that's always cooking in the back of our mind. If we got something where someone could get in at a price point that was a little more, affordable, I think we could get some new fans in on some horses.
All right, we've got that coming up. We will tell you we'd love to see advertised next year. We're going to kind of go past that, but we're going to go to a station break. We'll be back after these messages.
Avenatti Racing, a third-generation, family-run stable with a legacy of excellence. Centrally located between Illinois, Indiana, and Kentucky racing programs, Avenatti Racing specializes in buying yearlings, breaking, training, and racing top-performing standardbreds. Call 217-840-6469 or email AvenettiRacing@gmail.com today. Avenatti Racing, from yearling to racetrack, we build contenders.
Looking to move your mobile home? Need a roll-off dumpster at a competitive rate? Or maybe it's time to demo that old mobile home? Pine Ridge Mobile Home Transport has you covered. We serve Central Illinois with reliable mobile home transport, offer affordable roll-off dumpsters for the Springfield area, and provide expert demolition services across Illinois and Missouri. For fast, friendly service, call Wayne Decker at 217-313-9744. That's 217-313-9744. Or find Pine Ridge Mobile Home Transport on Facebook, your one-stop solution for mobile home services.
Wait, before you go and get your snacks and drinks, make sure to subscribe and like to Harness Tube. If you can't do that, just give us a thumbs up. Alright, to the show.
Do you like to watch horse racing?
Yeah.
Do you not want to pay money for a stupid horse racing channel?
Yeah.
Are you sadly allergic to horses and you can't see them?
Yeah.
Well, introducing Harness Tube, established 2023.
Hey, I need to try this out.
You can watch it at your son's ball game. Let's go, son! You can watch it while eating. Last but not least, you can watch it while you're sleeping.
Yay, my horse won.
Now everybody, make sure you like and subscribe to Harness Tube and keep the notifications on for more Harness Tube streams or future videos or future posts. Anything that I care for. Anything at all. Even if it's just like a 1-second video of a horse doing a backflip. I don't know. But you get the point. So, I hope this video is very informational. And thank you for watching. Peace out.
Yeah, folks, we're getting ready for a mic check here, so that's what.
Welcome to the Whiteside County Fair. I'm your track announcer, Jerry Dudzik. Racing will be starting in less than 15 minutes. Tim Searle, your presiding judge. Stacy DeRoos will be your starter. Race secretary, Dan Husenfeld. Beth and Jane are down in the clerk's office. Tina Schrock, chart, along with Brady. Carl Kovarak and Mike Wiersman will be your timers. We've got Rock River Lumber and Grain on the water truck. And we got 10 races on the card for today, guys.
Buzz?
Yeah.
No, that's just overall.
Okay.
All right, David, let's talk about from the backstretch. One of my favorite part of the program, actually, is hearing from the people out there that are watching, whether it be in a horse barn, whether it be on your front porch. The only thing we have banned is anyone drinking cold beverages from the side of the pool, and that person knows who they are. But that's a
he's
ban.
Been scolded for it.
Yeah, that's right. And on a day like today, I will just tell you that is just cruel. Okay?
It is cruel. Today is going to be a muggy one up here. But if we keep the breeze going, the sun is behind some clouds. I think we can survive. But that doesn't mean Lane's allowed to taunt us if he's down there at home with the pool and a cold one in his hand.
I just noticed in Lisa's screen we have our trumpeter on today.
Yeah, and I was
for the call to the post.
A paper here. That would be Ken Walker, and he's been here the last 4 years since 2021. He comes to us from the Wisconsin Harness Racing Association. He's been the videographer up there and bugler for 14 years. Ken's the father of 3 children and has 2 granddaughters. There we go.
His name's Kenneth Walker. He's been here for the last 4 years. comes from Wisconsin Harness Racing Association, where he's been the videographer and bugler for 14 years. Ken is a father of 3, his 2 granddaughters and a grandson, and another grandchild due around Halloween. He's a member of the Oshkosh Area Community Band. Let's give him a warm welcome to the Whiteside County Fair.
All right, we've got the track announcer in our head, so we know when that's going on. But send us the pictures out there. We love hearing it. And get with David in the chat. We've got, in the slide coming up, we've got the, you can text message, you can send an email. Don't do that. Get on YouTube, and all you have to do on YouTube is, number 1, subscribe to the channel. Then number 2, you want to
like the videos.
Like the videos, but
you want to turn on the notifications.
Turn on the notifications so you get notification about it, and then a lot of that will then allow you to chat.
Yep.
And we love chatting with you, and we don't get to them. I got one of them already. Your son's on.
Harrison's in the chat saying he likes races because Grandpa Alan Bowen, of course, but he says he remembers going to Renee's place, the diner in town, and we'd go clean stalls in the morning, then go have breakfast all together at the diner as a big group, and then go out and jog and train. So those are definitely some quality memories, and I appreciate Harrison sharing them.
All right. That's great. We absolutely love that. We want to thank our donors. And we could not do this without our advertisers and donors that helped us stay free for you guys online. And a lot of the donors are people that are out there watching on a regular basis, David. And so if you'd like to join them, you can follow them. Send David a check or PayPal or Venmo.
Good to add a couple new ones there. We got Nick and Missy Prather gave Mom a check over at Brown County, said how much they appreciated what we do. And I got a nice check from Judge Lyle Lipe. It's saying, how much he appreciated what we do. So it's always nice to get those P.O. box open and find a hidden check or a nice comment from somebody letting us know what we're doing is appreciated.
And David, I'll tell you, I got to see the buzzards at the state fair. Angie was at the state fair, and so we got to see.
Lucy had a good day on Thursday.
Yeah, she did. She had a really good day. She won on Thursday, and so they've had a good time. Their other horse, I think the 2-year-old, because that was the 3-year-old that won the other.
Yep.
The 2-year-old is a little cantankerous, I guess I would say.
Is that the one that we saw at Cambridge and then haven't quite seen since?
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay, I wondered. Yeah. Okay. There's speed built in there, but maybe a lose legacy, a little hard to control sometimes.
A little hard to control. Yeah, it's a little cantankerous.
That will happen with the ones that are fast sometimes. They get that edge built into them, bred into them.
All right, we're going to take a station break. We'll be right back.
Make plans now to attend the 27th Annual Illini Classic Yearling Sale, which takes place on Labor Day at the Illinois State Fairgrounds in Springfield. Once again this year, the catalog will offer not only a strong lineup of Illinois-conceived and foaled yearlings, but also an excellent supporting cast of colts and fillies eligible to other state-bred programs in the Midwest and on the Eastern Seaboard. It's the Illini Classic Yearling Sale, Monday, September 1st, beginning at 11 a.m. Central.
Kerr Auction is your trusted source for ag equipment, attachments, construction gear, trucks, trailers, and hard-to-find parts. With live and online auctions at kerrauction.com, you can bid from anywhere, field, job site, or front porch. From big equipment to small parts. If you need it, Kerr Auction has it. Don't miss your next deal. Check out kerrauction.com today. Kerr Auction, built for the working world.
'24 Illinois County Fair Training Champion. Kev Miller's horses are built to win, and it all starts here. Ready to join a winning team? Call Kev at 217-254-0170 or send a message to the email address on the screen to learn more. Kev Miller Stables. Train to win.
Yoder Custom Woodworking was started in 1995 by the Yoder family as a retail Amish furniture store in Sullivan, Illinois. They offer custom kitchen cabinets, granite and quartz countertops, built-in office and bathroom cabinetry, and offer a wide range of Amish furniture. Their store is located at 1117 West Jackson Street in Sullivan, Illinois, with store hours Tuesday through Friday 9 to 4:30 and Saturday 9 to 3. For more information, contact Yoder Custom Woodworking at 217-728-2166.
Thank you, Ken. Horsemen back at the barn area, please bring that first race to the track, please.
All right, we're going to have to get that in a...
Is that the driver?
Am I up?
Yeah, you're up. And,
okay, cool.
And I'm up, and he's
we
the
are
track
working
announcer's
on
up.
getting some equipment adjusted. We have our guest selections today making an appearance by us. We're trying to get him fed into the broadcast, too. One, Mr. Ron van der Rostein is no stranger to this track or this circuit of fairs up here in the North Illinois, in this area, Quad City Downs area. So good to have Ron on the broadcast. We're going to get him plugged in here pretty soon, and we'll get him to do his own picks for us. That way we don't have to make any kind of comments on his behalf and let him make his own destiny here. So
no
we'll
changes in the first race. Number 1, What You Won't Do for Love, trained by Terry Leonard, driven by Casey Leonard.
Post-parade? No.
Number 2, A True Trevor, driven by J.J. Carter, trained by Roshan Trigg. Number 3, Captain's Box, trained by Danny Clark and owned by Danny Clark. 2-year-old Philly Pacers.
Okay, David.
We have a guest announcer, too. Jerry Dudzik from up in Sandwich, Illinois, is on the microphone today for the track announcer. I can't remember the guy. Who used to announce here? Tom, what was his name? Used to be announcer here. Oh, we did it for years and years and years. It'll come to me in 20 minutes when we're on talking about something else. But good to have Jerry up there. We're going to try to get the flow going as best we can with everybody so that we can get a kind of a I hear a microphone, Steve.
Okay.
That's a good start.
All right.
Well, we just wrapped up State Fair Week. Always a fun time. I think we're good to go. I hear some mic rustling. That's always a good sign, right?
Yeah. We'll see if he can hear us. And
That'll be step 2.
yep.
Harrison thinks
Then we'll
the
put that-
Sandwich is a funny town name. It's a town up north here, bud.
So we'll put that as close to your mouth as we
okay.
can get that to your mouth.
I
Go
can hear
ahead.
you.
Go ahead and talk to us.
Yeah, I can hear you guys great.
Okay, I can turn him down just a little bit.
Perfect.
Okay. All right, we'll see how things work out here today.
Good to have RV on the broadcast. This will be fun to do a 3-man team and see what kind of shenanigans we can get into.
Oh, it's going to be fun, David, as we get ready for race 1
Do you
here.
want me
We can go ahead and talk about race 1 as I get used to things.
We'll
here.
handicap real quick, and then maybe we'll talk to Ronnie before we go to the post on the first. So, looking at today's first race being the 2-year-old filly pace in the Illinois Standardbred Association. Only 3 head, not a whole lot of stuff to
remember what you picked.
to go with here. I went 1, 2, 3 in this race using Casey on top out of his dad's horse, True Trevor second, and Captain's Box out of the Danny Clark barn third. Where are you at, Ronnie?
I picked the 2 on top with the 1 second and then the 3 third as well.
Where the Surratt's at over there, Steve?
Well, I think we went. Lisa went with Ron 2, 1, 3, and I went with you 1, 2, 3. So 2 of us are going to move out in front, and the other 2 are going to go someplace else unless we got the order completely mixed up and the 3 ends up winning
If
this
the 3 blows this up, well, yeah, we're all going home in a handbag, but
Hey.
it's fun either way.
Wouldn't be the first week, would it?
No.
Or the first time?
I've had some rough days out here, but
Yeah, talking Mr. 200 points ahead in the.
I've had good
in the
days too, but
columns.
I've had some rough days.
You got some early days. Lisa and I had a rough day at the fair. We used our system at the fair, and I think I scored 51 points in 14 races.
And we want to get 10 points a race is the average, right? Or it's a good day?
Yeah, it's a good day. That means you're picking winners on a regular basis, yeah.
So, Ron, tell me, what was your first time driving on this track? Tell me about your first time coming to Whiteside County.
Oh, that's been probably over 30 years ago.
You're aging yourself now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I raced a lot here. I drove for my dad and my uncle back in the day. Orville Rush was an owner and had some nice colts. I was fortunate enough to race here. Even had a track record at one time on a trotter, but that's long gone by now.
Well, who was it? Maybe someone remembers it.
I can't remember.
Too many horses ago.
Yeah, too many ago. So, but yeah, I do remember this first turn was a little tight. So
it's a left-hand turn.
Yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
a left-hand turn. Yeah, if you're going full blast, you got to be very careful because
have a lot of faith in your horse.
Yeah, especially trotters. They when they got to take a hard left turn, they tend to go off stride.
Yeah, if you turn a trotter's head, they don't like it, do they?
Yeah,
They want to
no.
keep that head in line with their body, it
No.
seems like.
Actually, the last time I drove here, I had not raced or drove for about 10 years, and I got back into it a little bit, and Donnie Brown from Princeton, trainer, had a horse, and I was racing. Danny Clark and I are partners on some, and we'd had a horse here to race, so Donnie put me up to drive. And like I said, I hadn't drive for 10 years and won the race, so that was pretty exciting. So
dust the rust off and go out there and win the thing.
Yeah, it worked out great, but that was the last time, and that's been 20 years ago probably.
Well, that says
15.
a lot about, you and the guys up this direction, Donnie trusting you to put you up. You're the guy he wanted to use, even if you haven't been in there in a while. He still knew how you would take care of his horse and everything, and But they like their horses up here. The grandstand always reacts, always has a big crowd, and remember, we'd always stable in the round barn, and people would walk through, and they, just visitors want to ask questions and look at the harness and stuff, and.
Yeah, we used to ship in there once in a while as well, so
it's good
nice
to have
barn and nice area. Like I say, they get a lot of sport here, so that's very nice.
It's an old fair, it seems like, too, kind of the city built around it, to some degree, and they had a good turnout, it seems like, since I've been coming here, 20-some years.
Yeah, nobody trains here anymore, so that's
I know, it's a
too
miracle.
bad.
Anybody who can get a track flipped over from sitting barren all year to race ready is pulling a miracle, because as you and I know, it takes hoses on the track to turn it over and put a base underneath it. Otherwise, you're just kind of scratching the top. But these guys are doing a heck of a job. I'll give them that. think we're out. I'm counting 3.
Yeah,
anyway.
they're out, but
We're trying to figure out our post parade, I
Yeah.
think. I've been in Jerry's shoes and haven't been the announcer on
Yeah.
the PA, and it's not always easy.
Somebody called me and said you were going to be here, but
That was me, Dan. I didn't know what your face looked like, so I was waiting for you to come up and say hi.
well, thanks for coming up.
We appreciate it. Yeah, it's good to be here. We'll have a good day of racing for you. Hopefully we'll come back next year. Yeah.
Can you guys please close the horseman's gate there, please? And in the first turn.
A little different.
Yep.
David, I think they're getting ready. Do you have a buzz in yours, or is it really bad?
Yeah, it's a
little
little
staticky.
static.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Maybe Harrison can tell us whether it's coming through. I don't think the buzz will come through over the internet, but he can tell us whether that's...
Starters called for the Pacers.
Harrison, if you hear a buzz on the speakers, throw us a comment in the chat, bud.
What you won't do for love on the inside. A True Trevor and Captain's Box. Field of 3. True Trevor off stride. Here they come. They're off and pacing on the inside. What you won't do for love. And Casey Leonard shoots out for their lead as they pace into the first turn. Captain's Box settles there in second. And a True Trevor catching the field in third. As they pace on up the backside, still what you won't do for love. Right there in second, Captain's Box, and a True Trevor has caught the field and is only about 5 lengths off the field. What you won't do for love, your leader. As they get to the quarter pole, True Trevor back there in third. Captain's Box right there in second. 33-1 to the opening quarter, 33-1. What you won't do for love, still your leader. Captain Box right there in second. A True Trevor, closer third. As they head into the stretch for the first time, it's still what you won't do for love out there. Captain's Box right on her back. And a True Trevor, they're in third. They're in single file as they come to the half. What you won't do for love, still your leader. Captain's Box right there in second. A True Trevor. 106-3 to the half. 106-3. What you won't do for love, still your leader. Captain's Box right there on her back. And a True Trevor back there in third. As they head up the backside. No movement yet. Still, what you won't do for love. Your leaders, they go to the 3/4. What you won't do for love, still your leader. Captain's Box right there in second, and backing off a little bit is True Trevor, 3/4. 139-1 to the 3/4. 139-1. What you won't do for love, still your leader. Here comes from the back of the pack a True Trevor. Still your leader. What you won't do for love. Captain's Box still there. Right there in second as she pulls out. What you won't do for love on the inside. Captain's Box. True Trevor, but it's going to be what you won't do for love and Casey Leonard. Time for the mile, 209-1. 209-1.
I'll roll myself back up real quick while Steve is doing some tech work over there with the soundboards and whatnot, trying to get Ron's sound fixed. I think we might have a solution. So,
no, we're probably going to have to trade off my headsets. In fact, while I'm doing my work, you can talk with him.
Okay, that works for me. So, didn't turn out how either one of us picked that one, Ron. I got the winner, but the True Trevor making a break really messed us up on that one.
Yeah, I didn't think the 3 would be quite tight enough to.
Well, you should know. Have you talked to Danny yet, or no?
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I say, we own a horse together, so yeah, I see him, talk to him every day, pretty much.
He's pretty good to talk to. He's a funny guy.
Yes, he is.
He's a funny guy. But a good race there for What You Won't Do for Love out of the Terry Leonard barn. That horse is owned by Robert and Linda Grider of Oswego, and James Kish of Higley.
Returning to the winner's circle, number 1, What You Won't Do for Love. What You Won't Do for Love is a 2-year-old filly by Some Star Somewhere out of Lilac Glory, out of the richest Hanover mare. Owned by Bruce and Linda Grider of Oswego, James Kish, Hinckley, and Terry Lee Leonard of Harvard, Illinois. Trained by Terry Leonard and driven today by Casey Leonard. Second win on the year for What You Won't Do for Love in 5 starts.
Doing winner circle today? I didn't see Casey come back.
Yeah, somewhere. I don't know. Yeah, he's standing there.
Let's give a hand for Casey Leonard and What You Won't Do for Love.
I don't know where they're at.
I don't see a winner
Must be
circle.
down there. Yeah, I don't know.
We'll have to watch for it as they figure out the races. We got Tyler Stevens Clemens in the chat talking about the 8th raid. Might touch the record here. Well, I'm not sure what the track record is.
Today's Pick a Winner is sponsored by Green and Clean Lawn Care. And they put a little extra money in the pot this year, so we're going to be giving out $15 to the winner. You guys are going to be rich today.
I think the track record's like 156 and something.
Is it really?
I think so. Last I knew, I thought Terry King had it with something, I believe. I can't remember what the pacer was now.
You know, I kind of remember that, but she was Terry Banks at the time, wasn't she?
Well,
Yeah.
Terry. Well, she's Terry King then, Terry Banks now.
I thought it was
Oh, maybe
later
it was.
in her,
Might be.
because she kind of quit racing for a while
Yeah,
and came
yeah.
back, and I thought she got the record.
Well,
Because I
maybe.
kind of remember it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember playing cards with her in the straight barn, not the round barn
yeah.
over there, staying up late at night, drinking beer, playing cards, listening to comedians on Sirius Radio with Butch and stuff in the barn, you know.
Ann White from Pittsburgh, Wisconsin. Sorry, you didn't win this time. Okay. Randy Venema from Fulton. Sorry, Randy, you're not a winner either. Okay. And we got a winner, Brandy Herring from Fulton. You are the winner. Have her, excuse me, where are you, Brandy? Are you up there?
Are you going to get on or off?
Go ahead and you can talk to him quite a bit here.
Wave at us, Brandy.
In a little bit later, or
When are we throwing to you? I guess I'm asking.
I got some pictures.
I sent you one. Did you get that?
Yeah.
One more time, Brandy, we don't see you.
This is a mess. We do it all off the cuff, as you can tell.
Okay, David, we'll come
Sorry,
back.
Brandy, we got to pick somebody else.
I'm going to pull down him in the
Okay.
mix there for a minute. He'll be in our heads,
doing
though.
the pick a winner over there in the grandstand. I think they're going through
Larry
the selection and trying to find one that picked the right person. So
Larry Richmond from Morrison, are you up there?
Tyler Stevens Clemens in the chat saying he thinks he was getting close to the record in his first win 3 years ago
There you go,
on
Larry,
Fox
you're the
Valley
winner.
Oscar. We'll have to check on that for you, Tyler.
Okay. Well, we'll wait for the official.
Can you wait
later.
one more time for us, please, Larry? There he is, right over there.
All right, David. He's in our heads, but he's not in the there. So we're waiting for the final results
Final
here.
goal coming, Larry.
It's probably official, isn't it?
I would say that it is official, David. Would be my thought. I got to find out what buttons I'm pushing here.
No one's asked me for a replay yet, so that's usually a good sign.
Yep. All right. With that, we'll take a commercial break. We'll be back.
Avenatti Racing, a third-generation, family-run stable with a legacy of excellence. Centrally located between Illinois, Indiana, and Kentucky racing programs, Avenatti Racing specializes in buying yearlings, breaking, training, and racing top-performing standardbreds. Call 217-840-6469 or email avenattiracing@gmail.com today. Avenatti Racing, from yearling to racetrack, we build contenders.
Looking to move your mobile home? Need a roll-off dumpster at a competitive rate? Or maybe it's time to demo that old mobile home? Pine Ridge Mobile Home Transport has you covered. We serve Central Illinois with reliable mobile home transport, offer affordable roll-off dumpsters for the Springfield area, and provide expert demolition services across Illinois and Missouri. For fast, friendly service, call Wayne Decker at 217-313-9744. That's 217-313-9744. Or find Pine Ridge Mobile Home Transport on Facebook, your one-stop solution for mobile home services.
All right, coming back to you here, we thank all of our sponsors for being a part of the broadcast as we get ready for race 2. We've got a driver announcement because it was TBA. Casey Leonard going to be in the 5-horse. We'll have that up for you here in just a moment as David and our guest picker are having a conversation over there as we get ready for race. David, I will tell you.
What's up?
On race
Our
1.
points? How'd we do?
You and I did really well. we got
So Lisa and Ronnie didn't do so great, huh?
They got 3 points.
Well, I'll take the quick lead.
And I'll say they're lucky because there was only 3 horses in the race, so they couldn't get any less than 3 points.
Hey, sometimes it's luck, sometimes it's just you're good, right?
Absolutely. Like and subscribe our channel. We'd love for you to do that if you can. But let's get into race 2 here a little bit with some handicapping. As we get ready.
He's going to do the post parade, and we'll handicap after that, but I'm trying to.
Okay, well.
Are they going to the gate?
I've got him up and us up.
We'll play it by ear. I'll go through the picks real quick. It looks like I'm the only one who went a little bit. Looks like everyone else used the 3 on top. Captain's better out of Roshan Trick's barn.
Ken.
These are called a post.
I don't know if they can
I
hear
guess
that
he's
at
not
home.
mic'd, is he?
No, he's not mic'd this time.
So anyway, I went with the 1 on top, YF I'm a True Star for Bob Yan, but everyone else with the 3 for J.J. Carter, Roshan. Looks like everyone else is using Gabe at Jesse's barn, the 2-horse somewhere in the mix too, and the 3rd choice for Steve and Lisa, like the 4 out of the Prather barn for young Connor and Nick Prather, Gothic Thunder.
Ron went with the same thing. Ron and Lisa both picked a 2-horse in that 2nd slot. And Lisa and I both picked the 4-horse in the 3rd slot. Ron picked the 1. And so we got a little variance here. This is going to separate us on points pretty quick here, depending on how that happens. If David wins, he's gonna bolt out in front and get 10 points here right out of the gate.
Well, I'm telling you what, Bob Yan on a young pacer, he usually has them ready pretty early, and he sends them down the track. So I think he knows this track as good as anybody in this field, so that's where I went on top.
All right.
Just given the experienced driver, JJ maybe hasn't driven here before. This might be his first time at this track, to be honest, so that's kind of was the difference maker in my mind. As we talked about before, that first corner can separate a lot of horses real quick.
Well, and for me in this race, and I can see why you went, you're thinking, that Yan horse has done well, but it hasn't won yet, and it's ready. You think it's ready to go. And I almost gave Revan Trevor a little more credit there, looking at some of its finishes, some of its times. But I had to go with the Quajavian thing on here.
Going with experience, huh? The 12 starts is where you guys like
seeing
the 2 wins back there on the card at Farmer
2
City.
wins.
Yeah.
It just finished up in a green up with a 2nd place, back by a quarter, and the time was 2:05. Those are the things that kind of stuck out of me. Normie Jekwavian has been driving that course.
Starters called for the
He's down-
2-year-old Colton Gelding Pace.
He's down in Anna today, so
YF,
brother
I'm a true star
JJ.
on the inside. Revan Trevor, Captain Better, Gothic Thunder, and Shady Maple Curtis on the outside. Field of 5. They're in the far turn. They're at the head of the stretch. Off stride briefly was Revan Trevor. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Gothic Thunder out there along with Captain Better. YF, I'm a true star, gets away third. Revan Trevor and Shady Maple Curtis. They head up the backside. It's Captain Better. Excuse me, it's Gothic Thunder. Then it's Captain Better. And about 6-7 links back, it's YF I'm a True Star, followed by Revan Trevor and Shady Maple Curtis. Can see them all. As they pace up to the quarter, your leader, Gothic Thunder. What do you got? 31 and 2, opening quarter, 31 and 2. A little quicker than the Phillies. Your leader out there still, Gothic Thunder. Right there in second, Captain Better. Closing the gap now is YF I'm a True Star. Followed out there by Revan Trevor and Shady Maple Curtis still at the end. As they come to the stretch the first time, your leader still, Gothic Thunder. A close second is Captain Better. YF I'm a True Star right there in third. Now here comes Revan Trevor to the outside with Gabe Wan. 104 to the half, 104. Your leader still out there, Gothic Thunder right there in second. Is Captain Better. And now, here comes Revan Trevor and Gabe Wan to the outside. But backing off, your leader still out there is Gothic Thunder. 135 and 2 to the 3/4. Your leader still, Gothic Thunder. Captain Better right there in second. Still on the outside, Revan Trevor. Here he comes again. They're at the head of the stretch, and here they come, turning for home. On the outside, Revan Trevor on the inside. Gothic Thunder on the far outside. Here comes YF I'm a True Star. Gothic Thunder. Captain Better on the inside. Very close. Time for the mile, 2:06 and 1. 2:06 and 1.
I'll bring myself up over here while we are waiting on the winner's circle presentation. But it looked to be the 3 in that race. It wasn't quite positive, but watching the replay back, it seemed to be the inside horse, J.J. Carter, Roshan Trigg, Torres Tucker
Give
owned.
Rock River Lumber and Grain a big hand today for helping us out with the track.
So three or four? Yeah. Okay.
But looked to be Captain Better on top across the wire. Is that the way you saw it, Ron? Did you see the 3-4-2 or something? What was it, Steve? 3-4?
3-4.
3-4-2, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Looks like the 3 win by.
Is there an inquiry?
Neck.
That's unofficial. Then we'll wait for the judges to do their reviewing. But we were talking about it's a pretty good mile out here. 2.6 over this track, you know. Last quarter and 30 and change. That's never easy to do on these county fair half-mile ovals with 2-year-olds. And when you're pacing about a 2-minute clip, you're going up pretty fast, aren't you? In the open air.
You are. Yeah, that's a good mile for this track because I know nobody trains here, so for the track to be in good shape like this, that's a good mile.
Absolutely. What is maybe one of your favorite memories from the Morrison Fair while we got you on the microphone?
Like I say, racing here a lot.
One particular one.
Back
Give
in
me
the day.
something.
Yeah. I think it was probably the last time I drove when I won. That meant a lot to be off for that long a time and then come back and win on the first drive back. So.
No, you still got it right.
Yeah, it's kind of like bicycle. You don't forget, but sometimes you get older, your reactions aren't quite as good as they used to be.
Yep.
And
I totally understand that. These drivers, these kids are so snap quick in their judgments. They don't have the experience, sitting in the miles in the bike, but the race unfolds to them so much slower than somebody, as a retired age or whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's a whole different ball game now. I mean, they're so much faster, speed-wise, and stuff like that. These guys kind of lean back a little driving, which
wasn't your style.
It wasn't our style.
Wasn't
back
your
in
style,
the day,
no.
we was always scared somebody'd stub a toe. We'd have to. You got to make sure you can pick them up so you don't go in a pile. But yeah, so.
Can you go from the half to 3/4 or half to finish?
As I've got an inquiry here, we'll let David work with them on the replay with that as they take a look at possible interference going on in this particular race. Unofficially, the winner, Captain Better, the Quejavian Carter-driven course. Just to go over points, boy, the points kind of mixed out, but I got 2 in a row there for me, getting double digits. So I'm up to 23 points. In second is David with 16, followed by Lisa with 15 and Ron with 14. So the 2, 3, 4 are close, but they're all within. One person gets a trifecta here, and some things will happen as I pull David's mic down there so you don't get the noise and so forth that's going on over there. But that's what they're inquiring is kind of the interference call and see what happens there. Folks, I will tell you that if you're looking for a part-time summer gig or something, you can get in touch with go through the county fair harness racing page for Tina or those and see what it'd take to be a judge. There's timer jobs, there is recording jobs, there's announcer jobs that could be available. And I would say if you're interested in doing any of those things, you've been around harness racing and you want to be a judge or you want to be a timer or you want to be an announcer or record keeper, David, there's probably openings and people that would be willing to train you on how to do that.
The 3-horse, Captain Better is your winner. Captain Better is driven by J.J. Carter for trainer Roshan Trigg. Thomas Tucker from Brandon, Mississippi. 4th win on the year in 13 starts. Captain Better.
I had you down, David, because you were doing the other, so they didn't hear any comments there.
That's fine. There's our winner circle, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of in front of the judges' stand. Lisa's not on it right now because I think she's been waiting forever over there. She's got somebody in her ear, maybe.
Good to see Al Brodsky over there. He was over at the Brown County Fair in Mount Sterling and took some fantastic pictures as he always does.
I don't think he can take a bad
Take your
picture.
programs from the
He
top.
doesn't do.
YF, I'm a True Star, 4.
Too
Reb
bad.
and Trevor, 3. Captain Better, your winner. Gothic Thunder, 2. Shady Maple Curtis, 5. 4, 3, 1, 2, 5.
All right.
Time for the mile, 31 and 2 for the opening quarter, 104 to the half. 3 quarters, 135 and 2. Time for the mile, 206 and 1.
Yoder Custom Woodworking was started in 1995 by the Yoder family as a retail Amish furniture store in Sullivan, Illinois. They offer custom kitchen cabinets, granite and quartz countertops, built-in office and bathroom cabinetry, and offer a wide range of Amish furniture. Their store is located at 1117 West Jackson Street in Sullivan, Illinois, with store hours Tuesday through Friday 9 to 4:30 and Saturday 9 to 3. For more information, contact Yoder Custom Woodworking at 217-728-2166.
Wait, before you go and get your snacks and drinks, make sure to subscribe and like to Harness Tube. If you can't do that, just give us a thumbs up. Alright, to the show.
As we get ready to go for race 3, we want to remind people we want to see something from the backstretch. And David, you said you sent something to me?
I sent a text to you. We got a picture coming in today. One of our fans watching. I'll wait till it loads up, and then we'll talk about it. But, yeah, we like seeing your photos. We like seeing your stories coming through. You know, it's always fun to share. I think our fans are telling us they like seeing it, too. It's always fun when we can kind of share the experiences and the memories together.
Oh, there we go. Yep.
Cool.
We'll
should be coming shortly.
Yeah, we'll get that in the pictures here for you in just a second as we get ready to do some things here. But yeah, we're always excited to get those pictures. And David, the 2, 3, 4 spots got tighter. I stretched out a little bit there.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
well,
which I'm always glad to do.
I thought short fields would be a little tighter than this, but you know, anything can happen in these races.
Absolutely. And I'm going to have to see what I can do differently here. Here we go.
Okay, Ken, you can call him to post, please.
All right. We're going to keep it down right now for a second. I'll show the slide that I have here. There you go.
Yeah, great. Another picture, too. That's our friend Andrea Simonton Gregg sent us a picture. Watching from the porch, we appreciate it following along. And if you really look closely, Steve, you can't tell in that photo, but they're wearing Brown County Fair T-shirts. They got some apparel from the Brown County Fair when they came to Mount Sterling to watch the Downstate Classic, and they're having a good time watching Harness Tube from their porch at home. We appreciate them following along.
Absolutely. We'll put you back to the track announcer.
On the 1, April Lady. 2-year-old trotting fillies and colts combined here. Number 1, April Lady, driven by Connor Prather for Jerome Daniels. Number 2, TV's Tia Wind, driven and trained by Jerome Daniels. Number 3, Lou's Guardian. J.J. Carter will be your driver for trainer Roshan Trigg. Number 4, Little Too Pricey. Jamaica Patton will train and drive. And number 5, Royal Champ for Orville Bronkhurst, who owns, trains, and drives. Field of 5. Like to thank Quality Ready Mix for your support of the fair once again this year. Okay.
Real quick here, if you look on your screen, Ron picked a 5. I picked a 5. David picked a 5. Lisa went different. She picked a 2. And then we've got the 4 for Lisa and I in second. Ron and David
Starters
went
called
with the
for the
2
field
in
of 5.
second. And then 3 of us
Two-year-old
went
trotters.
for the 3. And so with that, we'll change pictures here, and we'll get you back to the race.
They're at the head of the stretch. Here they come. They're off and trotting on the far outside. There goes Royal Champ out there for the early lead. Off stride, little too pricey off stride. And Royal Champ opening up here big time, going into the first turn. Off stride, April Lady. TV's Tia Win, a distant second. Royal Champ out there by about 20, early on. Going to the quarter, your leader, Royal Champ, TV's Tia Win. Lou's Guardian, back trotting, April Lady, and on the 29 and 2 opening quarter, 29 and 2, a snappy opening quarter. Royal Champ. The field strung out here. Royal Champ out there. TV's Tia Win. Right there in second. Third, it looks like Lou's Guardian back trotting, April Lady, and in the back of the field off stride again is a little too pricey. Your leader, Royal Champ. Orville's just cruising along there. 59 and 4 to the half. 59 and 4. Royal Champ. Opening up with every stride. TV's Tia Win. Right there in second. A distant second. Back there, Lou's Guardian. Back trotting, April Lady. And there's little too pricey. Can see them all. They head up the backside to the three-quarter pole. Your leader, Royal Champ. They get to the three quarters. 130 and 2. 130 and 2 quarters. Your leader, Royal Champ. In second, TV's Tia Win. A distant third, Lou's Guardian. April Lady. And a little too pricey. Can see them all. At the head of the stretch. Here comes Orvie with Royal Champ. Royal Champ opening up still with every stride. Here's your winner, Royal Champ and Orville Bronkhurst. 2:03 and 1 for the final mile.
That's rough. We're up, Ron. How about that race? What are we talking about?
Oh, my
Royal
goodness.
Champ and Orville Bronkhorst.
Good for him. He's been in the business a lot of years, and always had decent trotters off and on. Yeah, that's just amazing. 2-3.
And you know, what I remember about Orville, does a lot of work himself. He brings his wife with him, and
He
they just
does.
kind of they man the stable
Yep.
themselves. 2-3 head whatever they're racing
Yep.
that day, and like I said, he always has young trotters that are ready. And that was a phenomenal mile, half in 59 and
Yeah.
4. I mean, on a track that doesn't have anyone training all year
Right,
long.
right,
So
yeah.
you know, just a testament to the horse, to the breed, to the horsemen, to the track crew. It's just astonishing year after
Right.
year what we see, out here.
Yeah, that was phenomenal. I mean, probably at Springfield, that's got to be like a 157 mile.
I would think so.
At
I mean, at 58 at least,
Yeah, yeah.
And I know they went huge over there this year again in 55 or whatever, but still, that kind of mile can. As I was joking with you, I said someone might buy that horse before the day's over
Right.
just after seeing those fractions.
Yeah, yeah. Knowing Orville, he'll keep him forever.
And that's an awesome thing,
Yeah.
for someone to buy those horses and commit to them for a life, to give them a place when they retire and all that kind of stuff. Those are the folks that made the sport. Those are the folks that made the sport what it is and grow. And everyone's got grandparents that remembers it, and so no one remembers those big stables as much as they remember Grandpa having 2 horses in a barn, you know, and going to the local county fair with them and stuff. So
exactly.
We're waiting for some computer work over there, and for
here comes Royal Champ, your
is.
new track record holder for 2-year-old trotters, Royal Champ in Orville Bronkhurst. Previous track record was 2-7-3.
2-7-3.
Beats that by about 4 seconds.
4 seconds.
Give a big hand for Orville Bronkhurst and Royal Champ. Won't meet a nicer guy than Orville. I raced with him for years. Take your programs top down. April Lady 4, TV's Tia Win 2, Lose Guardian 3, Little Too Pricey 5, Royal Champ your winner 4, 2, 3, 5, 1 on the bottom. Time for the mile 29 and 2, half and 59 and 4, 3/4 130 and 2. Time for the mile 2, 3 and 1. Sorry, Brian, you're not a winner this time.
Oh, that's a good guess.
Brad Pollock from Prophetstown, you picked number 2. You're not a winner.
I didn't hear that. Which? That's a couple years ago then, yeah.
Bob Vetgar, if you are up there, you're the winner. Give us away, Bob. Are you here?
Okay, yeah. We'll put Jerry down, and we'll talk about that race real quick. We just did some double checking on that one, and the track record was shattered there by Royal Champ and Orville Bronkhurst. The track record was 2-7-3, so we're dropping over 4 full seconds today. But the record was just set a couple years ago in 2023 by Jerome Daniels and TVS Cosmac. So good to see TVS Tia Wind in that race, which I believe is a younger sibling of that horse. So
I believe so.
What we have in the chat here, Tyler Stevens Clemens was talking about the Circle Draft Barn is definitely a memory from this fair, and I'd have to agree. We spent a lot of time in there, and the draft horses are an interesting breed. They're not a little different than what we are used to, aren't they?
Absolutely, yeah.
You ever sit behind one?
I have not.
You want to hook your shadows onto one and see how fast they can go?
I can't see around them. They're so big.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're talking about sitting underslung nowadays. I don't know how these kids can see around the horses sometimes, you know. And I'm a tall guy, so I'm looking over their butt sometimes, but you get me lower and lower and lower. I'm starting looking around side to side, you know.
Right. Yeah, I remember back in the day we used to try and get that where you could not lay back, but get more of an angle, the lift. And whether, it helps them go faster or not, I don't know, but back we used to believe it did, so we'd hook the bike a little higher if we could.
Yeah, on a young trotter, maybe you can take the weight off their legs when they're coming home.
Yeah.
And I think there's something to it. Not every horse needs you throwing your weight back, but if you're a smart driver and you're aware of your balance point, if that horse is, if you're aware of where they're at, you can kind of counter them a little bit, and give and take with them, or put weight on their feet if they're getting a little stumbly, you know what I mean?
Sure. Yep.
But when you're laying straight back, it's kind of just, it's a drag race.
It is. Seems like that about what it is anymore.
I know.
Who can go the fastest, the furthest, and...
Okay. We'll throw to...
Make plans now to attend the 27th Annual Illini Classic Yearling Sale, which takes place on Labor Day at the Illinois State Fairgrounds in Springfield. Once again this year, the catalog will offer not only a strong lineup of Illinois-conceived and foaled yearlings, but also an excellent supporting cast of colts and fillies eligible to other state-bred programs in the Midwest and on the Eastern Seaboard. It's the Illini Classic Yearling Sale, Monday, September 1st, beginning at 11 a.m. Central.
Kerr Auction is your trusted source for ag equipment, attachments, construction gear, trucks, trailers, and hard-to-find parts. With live and online auctions at kerrauction.com, you can bid from anywhere, field, job site, or front porch. From big equipment to small parts, if you need it, Kerr Auction has it. Don't miss your next deal. Check out kerrauction.com today. Kerr Auction, built for the working world.
Where are we at in the broadcast, Steven?
Well, we're at in the broadcast here. We got some ads coming up here, but before race 4, and I think I got this right, Wayne Weaver, would that be correct, as a driver?
Yeah, I saw him out there training one.
Two horse coming up. I want to thank our donors and sponsors. We could not do what we do without our sponsors, by ads or by our donors. That don't because they watch a lot or they enjoy what we're doing, and we're so thankful for those people.
Yeah, and the donorship has been just outstanding. That's something that I wasn't quite sure where it would fit in, how the business end of this would all run, but the horsemen have been appreciative. They've opened up their hearts. They've opened up their pocketbooks. They've asked how they can get us money to help defer some of these costs, and it makes this a lot easier whenever we get a smile, a warm smile, and a check to help keep the expenses down.
Well, and the way you can do that is you can go to Venmo or PayPal and do @HarnessTube. That's Venmo or PayPal @HarnessTube, or you can send a check to David at P.O. Box 63 at Mount Sterling, or our favorite things, because we get stories out of this, is Lisa. People walk up in the stands and just hand her checks and money, and she has great conversations that we get to hear about afterwards. She really has a sweet spot talking to the fans over in the stands.
And she's so lucky to be over there with them, and kind of newbies to the sport. It's an entry point for maybe a horseman to come approach you all and ask questions and introduce themselves and talk about something common with Harness Tube. But yeah, it's making fans approach you guys and have commonality there. And she loves, like you said, getting the checks and getting the stories for sure.
I think she likes getting the stories more than doing that. So did you send me another picture?
I don't think so. I didn't mean to.
Okay, because I have one. That's what I've got.
Yeah.
Okay.
She sent another one with a better picture of the Brown County Fair, sure, but I talked about it enough. I think we got the point across that she was promoting our fair.
All right. Hey, the points. Let me go back over here to my other sheet. The points here going in, some things changed because a couple of people, David and Ron, did a trifecta that time. Life changes drastically in that point scale when you get a trifecta, just like it does your pocketbook. I'm still in the lead with you, tied with me with 34 points. Lisa's falling to the wayside with 19, and Ron moved up to 32, so he's 2 points behind us.
We're 3 across the track.
And nobody's going to gain anything on this race.
We all pick
you
the
want
same.
to just talk it. It's 1-3-2, so you can just talk about it.
1-3-2-3 horse race. We all use Connor on top. I think the only thing to say here is we use the horse making his first lifetime start in the third place position here. So, just going with the experience, the horse that has the win, and the young hot driver with Connor.
We're either
Fraser.
getting 18 points or we're all getting 3 points, one of the two. I prefer the 18 because then it makes your point total just look higher.
Looks a little better, doesn't it? Yeah. I think JJ needs some help with his number and a hobble.
Yeah, looks that way. Got an equipment issue over there.
That's a horse warming up, but
okay. So I'm going to let you talk with Ron because you guys had something there.
We talking about leaning back in the chat, and Tyler Clemens was talking about how he tends to lean back a little more with a horse that's heavy in the mouth, and I think you can have a little sympathy with that if a horse is pulling your arms off. Sometimes you got to lock in those heels and just get leverage, right?
Absolutely, yeah. That's the only thing you can do.
And people don't have any idea how strong these animals are.
No, they don't. They don't. And when you get somebody that's puller like that, or somebody that's grabbing on pretty good. Yeah, you're pretty much just at their will.
Yeah.
Trying without choking them down or anything.
Right.
You know, just do what you can do. Hopefully they'll relax when the race goes.
And that's
they
a good
get in
point.
hole.
Is you can't overpower them to the degree you choke them out. I mean, you have
Right.
to be really careful with how you approach it. You know, so it's definitely an art form out there. And as the catch driver became more and more popular, and guys are driving 10 times a day, you know, they can't hold those things like they used to.
No.
If you're driving your own horse, you lock onto them, you set them in the hole, and you wait. You
Right,
know, but if you're
right.
driving the next 5 races,
Yeah.
you gotta save some arm for that 1 to
Exactly.
9 you got later on in the cart or
That's right,
whatever. You
that's
know,
right.
so.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
You know, things are definitely changing a lot. You know, the smaller stables are kind of going by the wayside. You're kind of getting the Ron Burke, you know, the mega stables are the big thing nowadays. But it's good to be back here at the fairs. You know, this is where it all started for myself and you, I know, and you know, the sport in general.
Yeah, it's always good that hopefully we can keep the county fairs going. Like you say, there's some short fields today, but there's another fair going in southern Illinois. And with the downsizing of colts through the last few years in Illinois, it's hard to get enough horses for the races.
We kind of have just too many for one card in Illinois if everyone shows up, but we don't quite have enough to fill 2 full cards. You know, it's kind of at that weird point. But I was telling my brother this morning, I said, he asked me about the sales coming up, and I said, it's the time of year, it's that season again where if you buy now, you're going to have short fields going for a lot of money in a couple years, or you'll have nothing.
Right.
You know, so if you're in the sport in Illinois, it behoove you to play the game this year because, you know, the upside is there. But as we all know, is the downside can just keep dragging us along, you know, after year, it seems like.
Yeah, they definitely need another track for sure. You know, and if they could do something too, as far as like you get rainouts at Springfield and DuQuoin. If there was a way to use some other track,
I completely agree.
Even a half mile on Springfield. Of course, it's not good for anybody to watch the races, but with you guys simulcasting them,
could do something like
that, and then you could race.
The rainouts are atrocious over there. You know, we get an inch of rain and it's gone for a week. It seems like, but.
Yeah, with the colt that we owned this year, he got rained out 4 times.
Oh,
I mean, you know,
that's a month standing in the barn with nothing to do.
It was July. He had 6 starts.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, so, you know,
it's tough, you know, and I don't know what the answer is. We're up here in the great Quad City Downs, and a lot of people remember those days. I wish that could have caught on before, you know, everything closed the way it did. But
yeah,
I think a lot of horsemen would. I think there's a lot of horsemen in this area still who would turn out if that place were to open back up. We haven't quite lost that generation.
Right. Well, you've got to ship guys around Chicago training or whatever. They ship to DuQuoin's got to be 4 to 5 hours.
Well, it was 5 hours to Chicago for us from Mount Sterling, and so
yeah, I mean the Downs, the grandstand's still there, which is surprising. Of course, it would have to be
revamped,
demolished, but the track's there. You know, no barns, of course, but I mean anymore it seems like they just ship in.
Yeah.
So.
Put in a shed row. We'll have a ship-in paddock and
and race.
I would be okay with a 5/8 mile in the state. I liked them.
It would be. Yeah.
It gives a different kind of horse a chance to make some money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Got a call to post, I hear.
Yep.
Throw it back to Jerry.
3-year-old filly pacers. Number 1, Miss Tootie, trained by Nick Prather, driven by Connor Prather. Number 2, Burr Oak Bella, trained by Sarah Weaver, owned by the Weavers, Sarah Ann Wayne, driven by Wayne Weaver. And number 3, Nather, trained by Sarah Weaver, driven by Gabe Wand. Field of 3. Got a race coming, guys. Please don't cross the track. 3-year-old fillies ahead of the stretch. Miss Tootie, Burr Oak Bella, nay there. Here they come. They're off and pacing, going right out there. Miss Tootie, nay there, right there in second. Burr Oaks Bella, can see them all. As they go into the first turn. Miss Tootie, your early leader out there by about 3 lengths. Nay there, right there in second. And Burr Oak Bella can see them all. As they head up the backside, Miss Tootie, your leader. Connor Prather out there, looks over his shoulder, says, catch me if you can. He's out there by about 4. Nay there, picks up the pace in second, and Burr Oak Bella can see them all. They get to the quarter. 33-3 to the first quarter. Miss Tootie, your leader, as Nay there has closed the gap by about 2 lengths. And Burr Oak Bella back there in third. As they come to the stretch for the first time, your leader still Miss Tootie. Nay there is still in second, and Burr Oak Bella can see them all. As they pace to the half, Miss Tootie, your leader. Nay there, right there in second, and Burr Oak Bella a little closer, third. 106-4 to the half, 106-4. Miss Tootie still out there as Nay there won't go away. She's still right there in second, and Burr Oak Bella back there in third as they head up the backside. Miss Tootie opens up by about 4 or 5 lengths now. As they go to the 3 quarters, your leader, Miss Tootie. And Nay there picks up the chase in second. And 137-2 to the 3 quarters. Miss Tootie still out there. Nay there, second, and Burr Oak Bella. As they come to the head of the stretch, as they turn for home, Miss Tootie, your leader. Nay there, back there in second, and Burr Oak Bella. Back there can see them all, but it's going to be Miss Tootie. Miss Tootie and Connor Prather. Nay there, second, and Burr Oak Bella was third. Time for the mile, 2:07-4.
We'll bring Ron and I back up while we wait for Steve to do some computer work over there. But Miss Tootie winning today's 4th race for George Pollock out of Rushville, trained by Nick Prather, driven by his son Connor Prather. We were just talking, Ron, about Connor's got a bright future in the sport, I think. The kid can drive.
Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like he knows, he feels a horse really well. He knows how to handle him. Like we discussed, he's not out there trying to make the horse do something that, you know, it doesn't want to do.
Right.
He's got the hands, which is good. I've watched him drive a few times. It doesn't
And
look like he
returning to the winner's
No.
circle, number 1.
I've never
Miss
seen him overhit a
Tootie.
horse, absolutely.
Miss Tootie is trained by Nick Prather for owner George Pollock out of Rushville, Illinois. Driven today by Connor Prather. Miss Tootie's 2nd win of the year in 12 starts now.
And just a testament to his, I think, his instincts is he's the one that's got the challenge of handling Cash Money 20 for the Brink Barn. And he's a hothead, you know. And so when he wins, as he's such to do oftentimes, that Connor...
Give a hand for Miss Tootie and Connor Prather.
The one who's usually trying to corral him into the winner's circle
Yeah.
for the Brink Barn.
Yeah. Well, his dad's a good trainer.
Yeah,
Grab
I
your
know.
programs,
For a
Miss
lot of
Tootie.
years, raced with him years ago.
1.
Tough to
Drove
beat.
for him
Bella,
at times.
3.
Yep.
Nay there, 2nd.
Yeah. So.
Time for the miles, 33-3.
Yeah, so
106-4.
got the pedigree
3
himself.
quarters,
Absolutely.
137-2. Time for the mile, 2:07 and 4.
I remember Grandpa Rick driving
ahead to
even
the
back in
fifth
the
race.
day, you
Yeah,
know.
that's true. That's true.
That's been aging
Three-year-old
myself a
Colt
little
gelding
bit, but
Pacers.
Yeah, that's true. I remember him too. Yeah.
you want to throw it to you guys?
...2024 Illinois County Fair Training Champion. Kev Miller's horses are built to win, and it all starts here. Ready to join a winning team? Call Kev at 217-254-0170 or send a message to the email address on the screen to learn more. Kev Miller Stables. Train to win.
Do you like to watch horse racing?
Yeah.
Do you not want to pay money for a stupid horse racing channel?
Yeah.
Are you sadly allergic to horses and you can't see them?
Yeah.
Well, introducing Harness Tube, established 2023.
Hey, I need to try this out.
You can watch it at your son's ball game. Let's go, son! You can watch it while eating. Last but not least, you can watch it while you're sleeping.
Yay, my horse won.
Now everybody, make sure you like and subscribe to Harness Tube and keep the notifications on for more Harness Tube streams or future videos or future posts. Anything that I care for. Anything at all. Even if it's just like a 1-second video of a horse doing a backflip. I don't know. But you get the point. So, I hope this video is very informational. And thank you for watching. Peace out.
Ron, I love David's kids doing commercials for us.
Yeah, that's great.
And pushing things. It's a great thing to have. And I usually ask what I call the novice horse questions.
Okay.
Okay. And I say this because the first time I saw harness racing, this was one of my reactions. And we had some friends of ours that came to harness racing at Brown County, and the same first words came out of their mouth. What is it like to be a driver and the horse's nose to be right there in the back of your head?
You know, when you first start, it kind of you realize it. It's like, this is a little scary. But the more and more you do it over the years, you just phase it out. It doesn't even bother you.
It's like anything else. Once you get used to it, it's there. Like living next to a railroad track, so you know things like that.
Right.
Tend to happen.
Right.
But yeah, that was one of those questions that I always have, because and I watch first timers. Like I said, our friends were there at Brown County, and they're looking and going, look at that.
Yeah.
And it's just a unique thing, really, for this sport.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get that in thoroughbred racing. You don't get it in any other kind of racing where you've got you're driving it and the animal's like breathing over your shoulder,
mm-hmm.
and probably blowing snot on you. I would probably say.
Yeah, maybe a few times.
Now, let me ask this: how many years did you drive? Train?
Drove and trained probably close to 30 years.
30 years.
Yeah, I started helping my dad I helped him through high school, and then after I graduated high school when I was 18, and then started my own stable, I think, a couple years after that. So 20 and 30-some years.
Over 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
If we were, my other sport I like is NASCAR.
Okay.
And so we always go back. I love going to the NASCAR museum and seeing, my wife was amazed at a car. She walked in and she said, I owned one of those. And that's still got the radio in it. And where cars were and where they have come to, how has harness racing changed in your 30 years of being around it?
The breed has gotten more defined, more streamlined. The horses are going so much faster, just natural. I think a lot of the trotting breed is more natural. You don't have to shoe them quite like you used to make them their gait.
Okay.
And the equipment has changed as far as like the race bikes, the more underslung that I think David and I were talking about. I don't know if they're really any lighter than the bikes we used to use were wooden at that time, and then switched to steel or aluminum. Wheels, the wheels are different than the old spoked, stuff like that.
Aerodynamic,
Yeah,
just like they've done with
aerodynamics, yeah.
bicycles and everything else.
Yes.
That involves
Yeah.
a wheel.
Right, yeah. So it's a big change. I think the training, has changed some. Back in, 30, 40 years ago, we used to race, heats, 2-3 heats, especially the Hamiltonian, as you'd mentioned too before. That sometimes you'd have the two divisions, the two winners would meet, and then, they might have to go a third heat or something like that.
On the same
Yes,
day.
Same day. Yeah, I remember at Springfield we had a 3-year-old colt, and I won with him, and then we got in, had to go back a second heat to see who won the final. The same day. And sometimes it was within 45 minutes. And when it's hot like today, heat index 100 degrees, it's not the best for anybody. So I think that's one change that has been good for the sport, or one heat, especially with the speed they're going now. It would just be brutal on an animal.
And the other thing we've talked about, you talked about this in the breeding, is, I'm a big fan of the gray horses. Gray silver horses, nice looking horses, but over time we have seen the color breed out.
Yeah.
There's very few of those grays or whites or any of those what I call lighter colors out there.
Yeah.
In fact, it's even really hard in harness racing to see many solid black horses. And so it's the difference I see, from the short time that I've been with it, is you see those things change. And sometimes, you just wonder if that's for the better or not.
Yeah, I don't know. Like you say, once in a while you'll see a gray horse. I think it's because the mares, and like you say, the breed anymore, if there's not any gray mares, you're not going to get that gray colt, so filly or colt. So, yeah, everything's bloodlines have changed, everything else, the aerodynamics, the wheel, the bikes, stuff like that. So.
All right, as we get ready for the next race here, we'll handicap that out. David's going really wide, David. You went with the 5 out of the gate. Everybody else, Ron picked that horse third.
Casey's due, that's what I'm saying.
And
Casey's due.
All right. All right. So you think Casey Leonard is due?
Well, sure,
I think he's had a pretty good week, personally.
He has a fine week.
Yeah.
And you guys are picking up, looks like Cole Prather right on the 2-horse, Doc Star for Dave Brooks.
Yes. Yep.
Let's see.
I look at that horse, and, 5 looks good. But if you look at that 2-horse, it's been pretty consistent horse. As far as in the races it's been in, has had some pretty good times in it.
Yeah, I just got to go with when I have Terry Leonard on almost half the field here, the horse that his son picks and drives, I think he's going to know pretty well. And then look down the last charted line at Springfield and see a 26-2 last quarter. So I know there's speed in that horse. And if Casey can, babysit around this county fair track, he's going to pass somebody when he needs to, I think.
Well, they're coming to the gate, David.
Nope,
we'll
okay.
turn it back over to the track announcer.
Starters called for the Pacers. They're at the head of the stretch. Fox Valley Compass, Doc Star, Captain Swift, Money Making Money, and Monday Morning Merle on the outside. Here they come. They're off and pacing out there. Doc Star right along with Fox Valley Compass on the inside. Captain Swift, Monday Morning Merle, and Money Making Money. I got some tongue twisters in here. Got Doc Star out there on top. Fox Valley Compass right on his back as they head up the backside. Monday Morning Merle sitting right there in third as they head to the quarter. Then you got Captain Swift and Money Making Monty. They get to the quarter. 31-1 opening quarter. 31-1. Doc Star right out there. Fox Valley Compass right on his back in second. And Monday Morning Merle, third. Captain Swift and Money Making Money can see them all as they head into the stretch for the first time as they pace to the half. Your leader, Doc Starr, right on his back, Fox Valley Compass. Monday Morning Merle, Captain Swift, and Money Making Money at the end. 102-3 to the half, 102-3. Doc Starr, still your leader. Fox Valley Compass won't go away in second. Monday Morning Merle looking to pull and come out, but he has not yet as they head up the backside to the 3/4. Your leader still, Doc Starr. From the back of the pack, it's Money Making Money. Trying to take over fourth. They get to the 3/4. 132-2. Doc Swift, still your leader. Fox Valley Compass, he edges out. Fox Valley Compass on the outside. Doc Starr on the inside. Monday Morning Merle, he's right there. He's looking to go 3 wide. Doc Starr on the inside. Fox Valley Compass on the outside. On the far outside, Monday Morning Merle is down. Monday Morning Merle is down. Look out down there. Need some help down there, guys. Took a bad step. Be careful, guys. Be careful. Returning to the winner's circle, number 1, Fox Valley Compass. Yep.
We'll come back to you. As per normal, when things happen like that, we do not show what's going on.
Give a hand for Gabe Wan and Fox Valley Compass.
That you notice
Trainer
Lisa
Scott
took
Douglas.
the camera away from it. As soon as that happened, she really didn't even get to finish because of it happened right there at the beginning of things. And we'll wait for a report from David about what went on.
We just were over there watching, and they got the horse up. So that's when you heard it, if you heard on the microphone there, the applause. The horse was up. The reason why it took so long is the horse was just all tied up in the harness and hobbles and race bike the way it did go down, and so they were holding the horse down to make sure they got all the equipment off and loose, so that when they stood the horse up, it was free and unencumbered to stand up on its own, which it seemed to do just fine. I didn't see it walk off the track or anything, but I think we are all good there. Just a lot of equipment. When you go down in a pile, the equipment gets tied in a knot, and it's hard to get out of it.
And unfortunately, David, in the 3 years we've been doing this, you've seen a lot more of it than we have. But in the 3 years we've seen it happen, and Optimum, for us as far as programming, we're not going to show you the stuff going on. And I have that theory when we do high school sports too. If somebody goes down with an injury, guess what? We're going to go to commercial. We're going to go to other things. We kept it silent here for a little bit. Oddly enough, the finish here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because of what happened there. But it's always good to see the horseman get up, and it's always good to see the horse get up. And we talked about this. We went over to Hoosier, and the second day we were there, horse went down, and it stayed down. It would not get back up. And just to see the mechanics there where all the trucks come in and they block your view, and then they put a screen up in front of you so you can't see what's going on, because we don't need to see that. The people need to know they can work and do what they need to do without a camera on them. That's my other philosophy. Don't need to say anything. Don't need to show it, because we don't need to be part of any lawsuits or anything.
Keep us out of those if you would.
Keep us out of court. But, we've seen this. It happens. One of the things we talked about in Knoxville when we had the accident there, that I guess I knew, but I didn't remember about keeping that horse head with weight on it. And so it looks like they're going to look at some replays here. I'm going to take David out of the mix for a minute. If you want to pick up his microphone, Ron, we'll put you back in there. But probably in your 30 years, you've seen plenty of those and wish you hadn't.
I've even been involved with 4 or 5 of them. I remember the first time I was ever in a wreck, it was wintertime at Balmoral Park, and I went to pull the horse out of the hole, and he had what they call a side reining bit on him. And so he got halfway out, and then the bit went all the way through. So he hit the guy's wheel in front of me, and I got pitched out sideways. And luckily, to this day, I still never had a broken bone. I don't know how, but
Amber Woods from Morrison.
There's equipment issues, number 1.
The wrong one?
Yeah.
And
Kelsey Verdict from Morrison. Sorry, you didn't win either.
We're going to pull that down. My thing with that is we've seen a lot of it from a driver's perspective. I'll give you the example at Knoxville, because we see this more often than not, wheels getting locked.
Yes.
What is the protocol as a driver? What do you do there? How do you get out of that?
Well, if you're on the outside and you hook the guy's wheel, you should grab a hold, and hopefully he'll go on and you'll get unhooked. If you're on the inside, you got to talk to the guy. You're yelling, screaming.
You're right there beside of him.
Yeah, you're letting the guys know behind you too. Look out, look out, look out. And so you got to somehow work together to get unhooked if possible.
Yep.
I know you both can't grab a hold because you're just slowing down, and you're not going to unhook. Somebody's got to go forward. Somebody's got to go backwards. So if you're on the outside and you hook him from behind, you have to grab a hold to get that unhooked.
Okay. Yeah, that's one of the things that we've probably seen more than not. I've only seen one accident happen. In that, the drivers did a good job of pulling back. It was at Knoxville at the start-finish line at the end of the race, and one of the drivers was Jamaica Patton, and they're trying to work with each other and get out, and we don't know what happened in the back, but a horse came up and split them right down. So we had 3 horses collide because of that.
Yeah.
And we have seen it. Horses have their own minds, don't they?
Yes, absolutely. They do. You can only do so much when you got those lines in your hand. But
Jaquavian Carter at a horse down in Charleston had a horse that wanted to go, and he was boxed in. He had no place to go. The only place for him to go was to go inside the pylons, and he started with one wheel in, then he was full in because the horse wanted to go, and we could see all the way back. He's trying to pull back because he can see what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And some things are just out of your control.
Exactly. Yeah, and for the safety of everybody, he done the right thing. He did it right to go to the inside, because if not, he could have choked the horse down or ran over somebody and caused a big accident. So that's one good thing in this sport. We were talking about everything revolving is the getting rid of the hub rails.
Yep.
Because I know years ago I've seen wrecks and been involved even with a driver would. The horse would fall over the hub rail, or the driver would get pitched and land on the hub rail and stuff like that. So,
yeah, and we're going to see accidents. I think Kurt Becker said it best. There's guys in NASCAR, they can't believe what you all have been doing, driving horses. They do it with Hans devices and helmets and their 15-point strap in and all those things. And they look at harness guys and they're going, they're crazy.
Yeah.
Breathing that fresh air.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are not crazy for driving 200 miles an hour, but driving open like that,
right?
And it's literally open. People used to talk about open wheel car racing, and that's the closest equivalent that I have to harness racing, except for the fact that the horsepower under the hood, you've got control with a pedal and a steering wheel. You're driving open wheel and open cockpit,
right?
And sometimes you don't have any control of the horse.
Exactly. Yeah. Sometimes there's nothing you can do. You're just a passenger.
Well, David, I think it's official on that race. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and point system didn't change out a whole lot there. For people going on, because nobody got it 100% right. So with that, we're going to take, well, guess what? We don't have a talking commercial. All we have is overviews that we have here. So you and I can talk a little bit.
Okay, sure, yeah.
So, I mean, David, any input, any things that we didn't cover on that you want to cover?
On the change and on the pub rail and stuff?
Well,
on that horse?
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those things, and like what Ronnie was saying, when I was younger, it used to happen quite a bit more often, it seemed like. There was 8, 9 horses in a race. They raced kind of tighter. When you lean back now, it stretches the field out, and there's a little more room to kind of wiggle through there. In the old days, it was kind of bump and grind, and you're side to side with each other. And hub rails and, before wheel discs and all that sort of stuff, it was a lot more dangerous. So, we're thankful for all the safety features that they have nowadays.
And I started to say at Knoxville that Jamaica got his leg up, the one that wasn't kind of pinned, up on the horse's head. And that's one of those things that I learned and kind of forgot. Yeah. If you get somebody out there in a situation like that, the first rule of thumb is I would say is somebody get on the head.
Yep, keep the horse's head down.
And keep it from being any worse
than
what
getting
it is.
Loose. Now that you're out of the seat and your hands are out of the lines, if that horse can get up, it's gone.
Well, and we unfortunately saw what happened this last week when a horse got loose like that.
So it's important if the horse is down, put your, and we're not saying you're sitting on their head. It's just putting weight because the horse has to have that head to throw to counterbalance himself to get up. And so it's keeping that horse down and safe on the ground until you, like I said, you can get the equipment off, you can get the bike off, all the hobbles and straps and bridle or whatever, is restricting them.
Okay, let's look at race 6 as we're over halfway through now. And so
I think we all went 2 here, didn't we?
Everybody went 2. Lisa went 2, 1, 3. All the 3 of us guys went 2, 3, 1. And here they come racing, David.
They're off and trotting. One trip chip right out there. Tuztiatan right there in second. And Winning T-Bone looking to drop there in third as they trot into the first turn. One trip chip. Jamaica Patton. As they head up the backside. One trip chip. Tuztiatan right there in second. Winning T-Bone settles in third as they head up the backside going to the quarter. One trip chip. Jamaica Patton. They get to the quarter. 31-4. 31-4, your opening quarter. One trip chip. Out there by about 4. Tuztiatan. Right there in second. And Winning T-Bone. Back there in third. They're at the head of the stretch for the first time as they trot to the half. Your leader. One trip chip. Out there by about 4 or 5 now. Tuztiatan right there in second. And Winning T-Bone back there in third. They get to the half. 102 and 3, 102 and 3, one trip chip. Cruising along out there with Jamaica Patton. Jerome Daniels back there with Tuz Teaton and Casey Leonard with Winning T-Bone as they trot up the backside. One trip chip. Trying to put a little separation here. As they head up the backside, going to the three-quarter pole. One trip chip opening up as they get to the three quarters. 133 to the three quarters. One trip chip, and back there is Winning T-Bone taking over second away from Tuz Teaton. One trip chip out there. Your leader still. Winning T-Bone back in second, and Tuz Teaton. Here they come as they drive in the lane. It's one trip chip with Jamaica Patton. Winning T-Bone and Tuz Teaton. One trip chip, Jamaica Patton. Winning T-Bone and Tuz Teaton completes it. Time for the mile, 2:03 and 1. Another good mile. They equaled the 2-year-old trotters.
Will bring us up while Steve does some computing over there, but a nice mile for the 3-year-old trotter in the Jamaica Patton barn. What are your thoughts there, Ronnie?
Very nice mile. Last quarter in 30 seconds, last half in a minute. Looks like he did it really handy. So, yeah.
You know, I think we were talking during that race, I think Jamaica has a soft spot for that horse. He just got his 1,000th lifetime driving win aboard one trip chip at Springfield on the first start at the State Fair this year. So he's been driven that horse 3 times now in the last, week and a half, 2 weeks. Okay. And it's good to see him back in the bike because there for a long time he was trying to avoid getting that win because he wanted to have it at the State Fairgrounds.
Another track record here, guys.
Yeah. Good to see Jamaica driving again.
The previous has stood since 1995.
Track record.
Randolph Fedora.
Trotted
in 2, 3, and 2 today.
That's a
one
long time
trip
ago.
chip trots in 2, 3, and
Red
1.
Clark? No.
I think that might have been Tommy Bussey, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
Fedora,
if someone remembers Randolph Fedora in the chat, help us out there. I remember that name.
There's Jamaica Patton with one trip chip for Ron Phillips and Sherry Baldovich and Lyle Lip from Springfield. Trained by Jamaica Patton and one trip chip. How many wins is that total for him? 1,004? 3? Is that 1,003 or 1,004, Jamaica?
3.
That's 1,003 wins for Jamaica Patton.
Good for him. Congratulations.
He's had quite the week.
Big congratulations goes out to Jamaica. We talked about that 1,000th win coming just a week back. You know, as Kurt mentions all summer long, Jamaica came up
Take
here.
Your programs top down. Tuz Teaton 3, one trip chip. Your winner, Winning T-Bone 2, 3, 1, 2 top down. Time for the miles 31 and 4, half 102 and 3, three quarters 133. Time for the mile 203 and 1. Our second track record of the day.
As we were saying about Jamaica there, you know, it came up here 25 years ago or more, and just has planted seeds up here and had a stable of, 40, 50 head, it seems like, up at the State Fair now. It's a testament to the actual sport, it bringing people to the state, It's always nice to see people who love the sport, love racing here so much, they make it a permanent residence,
Yeah. Yeah, you see a lot of the Mississippi guys coming up here now. I believe they're making at least summer their home.
And some of them, I think Boog, Cornelius Cabot lives down in Des Moines area, and Jordan Patton, Jerome, they're living up here full time. Those are Illinois residents now that are paying taxes in the state because of horse racing.
Right.
I mean, that's cool to think about.
Yeah.
And they just lost, Grandpa Freddie passed away, but the tradition in that Patton family and all the horses and horsemen that they've bought and raced over these county fair ovals in Illinois for the last 30 years is second to none. Really, probably more horses than anybody.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, Jamaica's really done really good for the years he's been here. He's had a nice large stable most of the time, I believe, and done well.
And he's one of those guys who doesn't hardly have a bad mouth to say about anybody. Doesn't you know? He likes giving you a hard time, but he just goes along to get along. He he just loves doing the horse thing so much that he's happy to be doing it. You know, doesn't complain very much. It's always nice to have somebody with a positive attitude around here because we all get hot, we all get tired, and you know, it's a grueling sport out here.
Right, and he's competitive, but he doesn't,
Right.
If whatever happens on the track, it's gone. Let's move on, So yeah, he's always been a great guy to drive with, and I know his training ability is very good. So.
All right, great. Let's see what Steve's doing over there. I see him fidgeting around. What? Oh, we'll throw it to a commercial real quick.
Bring that 7th race to the racetrack, please, guys. Bring the 7th race out.
Here, I'll show you guys my worst track.
In the 7th race, scratch.
Hudson down.
Avenatti Racing, a third-generation, family-run stable with a legacy of excellence. Centrally located between Illinois, Indiana, and Kentucky racing programs, Avenatti Racing specializes in buying yearlings, breaking, training, and racing top-performing standardbreds. Call 217-840-6469 or email avanettiracing@gmail.com today. Avenatti Racing, from yearling to racetrack, we build contenders.
Get up there, but yeah, that was.
Back with you on the Harness Tube. Want to thank our sponsors and people that help us out with the broadcast. Thankful for them. And Timewell Drainage Products coming up. They make drainage tile. That's one of the things they do. They've got also their ADI company that goes all around the company installing some of that tile. As we get ready for race 7, the day moving right along, David.
They are moving along, and I think I need to get some koozies over to ADI and Timewell Tile. I think I owe them one.
All right. Yeah, we're on pace here. We should be done with 6 races at the point and started the 7th, so we're in that 15-minute mode. I like that.
We're doing good for sure.
And here we go into the picks for this. This is going to separate things because you and I still have 72 points. Ron's in there at 71. Lisa's 20 back of Ron by 20 points out there. And this could be a points changer right here.
It's a pill bottle because we're all picking differently here.
You and Ron picked a 1. Any particular reason why you guys picked the 1?
I just like I said, talked about earlier, Casey over this track. That horse was a quarter and 27-2 last start out. I think if the speed's there, got for something to happen like the last race, I think he can put it by this field if he's close enough to. So that's where my thought was.
Well, and I'm betting on Connor. That horse has been a bridesmaid several times there, and I think it's time for it to break out. And the way Connor is driving today,
it's a hot day.
It's a good day for him. So I could be out there. Lisa went differently yet. She went to the 3 Seaside Streaker, and I'm pretty sure she went with JJ on that one. And again, one of the hot trainers. He had 4 horses in one race in Springfield Thursday. Trigg.
Yeah,
he is
huge stable.
He is a hot trainer right now.
He races a lot of horses all over from south up here to Kentucky and Indiana. I mean, he's got a mega stable and always competitive, always sharp.
Yeah, so this could be a race changer. I mean, the 4 is in the mix for 3 of us. The 3 is in the mix for 3 of us, so it kind of goes around. A couple of us got to 6. Ron and I got to 6 in a spot, so Ron must like that horse a little bit also. So, again, we've seen breakout races for horses. I mean, it's just a day that everything clicks for no rhyme or reason. The owner's been waiting for that thing to click, right?
Well, Lisa and I had to use my boy Justin Robertson in the reserve parking here. I know he just came out of the amateur race over at Springfield, but he's a good guy, always fun to talk to, always, a good guy to BS with in the barn area. And I keep picking him, thinking he's going to come home for me sometime, so I had to use him again here.
All right. Well, as we get ready for this next race here, uh, 6 horses. So, like I say, with the picks and the fact that there's 6 horses in, there's going to be a difference in the points race when this is done. If Lisa got a trifecta, she'd be right back
In the mix.
up in the mix. She wouldn't be totally in yet, depending on what the rest of us did. But she could
Close the
make
gap
a
a little
difference, close
bit.
the gap a little bit here.
Tyler's in the chat. He's going 153 in this race, using Casey on top and reserve parking second. And Seaside Streaker is his third choice for today's 7th race. So we'll see what happens out here. With a full field, we're going to have a car, over a car full when we have some trailers out here, which is always exciting on a half mile. It makes the strategy a little bit harder for the guys who are coming from, traffic in the way, but still it should be a good race.
David, we talked about this a little bit when we first got here. The horse barn here is unique.
It's a round barn.
I mean, it's different than any other place that we go to.
It's so cool. That round barn has been refurbished, and we used to ship in there and stay here a night or two. And like I said, the people up here just like horses, and they'll come through the barn, and there's draft horses and Clydesdales in there too, and they're always doing pulling shows and hitching and stuff, and coming out here in the infield and doing their sleds and whatnot. So it's fun to be up in this area where the people kind of know horses and a little more laid-back atmosphere. Always a good time.
Let me ask this question, because I'm going to throw this out that Eric Grady might be at home watching harness racing today from someplace. Maybe.
Let's hope.
But he could probably tell you, I know you can, what states are there harness racing in? What states actively have harness racing going on in that state?
Let me go west to Iowa, Missouri. Cahokia races once or twice a year or something. Minnesota, Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Tennessee, Mississippi, Ohio, Virginia, Delaware, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York, Maine.
Florida?
Florida got decoupled a few years ago, and that's fortunately. Yeah, Pompano used to be a big one. That was the winter haven of horse racing, but it got decoupled a couple years back. Did I hear call to post?
We're waiting on horses is what we're doing.
Now here's a call to post.
There's a call to post. We'll pull him back up just in case he starts something, but we'll keep us up here if we want to talk till he starts.
Okay, fine, yeah.
But more out there than you think.
There really are. The programs are still alive across the country, and you're seeing some new programs pop up. Northville up at Michigan is trying to keep that program alive. I think Virginia just added
for the
some program
number
incentives.
1, Jimmy Lay.
I hear
Jimmy Lay, trained by Terry Leonard, driven by Casey Leonard. The 2 is out. 3, Seaside Streaker. J.J. Carter will drive for Roshan Trigg. Number 4, Hard Chrome Moose. Gabe Wan trains and drives. Number 5, Reserve Parking. Justin Roberson trains and drives. And number 6, Diane LL Dream. Nick Prather trains, and Connor Prather will be your driver. Field of 5. Now where's the 3,500? Starters called for the Pacers. They're at the head of the stretch. And here they come. They're off and pacing. Seaside Streaker right out there. Diane LL Dream scooting on up in there. Taking over second. Hard Chrome Moose looks to drop in third, and she does. Hard Chrome Moose gets away third, and Jimmy Lay fourth. And reserve parking can see them all as they head up the backside. Seaside Streaker, and there goes Diane's LL Dream. Looks to take over the top, and she does. As they head to the quarter, your new leader, Diane LL Dream. Seaside Streaker third. Hard Chrome Moose right there in third, and Jimmy Lay fourth, and reserve parking can see them all. 30-1 opening quarter. 30-1 opening quarter. Diane LL Dream out there by about a length. Seaside Streaker right there in second. Hard Chrome Moose third. Jimmy Lay right there in fourth. They head of the stretch for the first time as they go to the half. And popping out of the two-hole, Seaside Streaker. Gonna maybe go right back down in there. He does. Your leader, Diane LL Dream. They get to the half. 102-1. 102-1 to the half. Diane LL Dream, your leader, out there by about a length and a half. Seaside Streaker third, Hard Chrome Moose, and Jimmy Lay in reserve parking at the end. They head up the backside. Diane LL Dream, your leader. Seaside Streaker, and here comes Jimmy Lay popping out of fourth as Seaside Streaker also pops out of the two-hole, goes right out there after the lead. Seaside Streaker, your new leader. Diane LL Dream back to second. 133 to the three quarters. 133. Your leader, Seaside Streaker. Diane LL Dream back there in second. Jimmy Lay looks to pop out of third. He does. The head of the stretch. Your leader, Seaside Streaker, opening up 5-6 lengths. Jimmy Lay on the outside. Diane LL Dream on the inside. Gonna be all Seaside Streaker. Jimmy Lay up for second. Diane LL Dream third. Hard Chrome Moose fourth. Reserve parking. 201-1. Another good mile.
We'll bring us up to do some debriefing of that last race while Steve's working on some computer work over there. But we were talking a nice mile. What was the last quarter in that? What did you calculate over there?
28-1.
Bring your mic down a little closer to your mouth. Right, yeah. Cool.
28-1.
Yeah, that's a monster last quarter
That's
out
a
here.
monster. Yeah.
It's nice when you can swing for home and have an eighth plus to straight track ahead of you over here. That's a nice mile for
really nice mile.
Seaside Streaker. We saw that horse a couple starts back at Altamont, I think, race and put in a good mile too.
Yeah,
so
he parked a mile that day.
Wasn't the best drive, but sometimes it just the horse just wants to be where the horse wants to be.
Right. Yeah, that was a very nice mile. Very nice.
Here's your winner, number 3, Seaside Streaker. Seaside Streaker is owned by Charles Hurst of Houston, Texas, trained by Roshan Trigg. J.J. Carter. Let's give a hand for Seaside Streaker. Take your programs, top down. Jimmy Lay, 2. Guided by any star scratch. Seaside Streaker, your winner.
Wow.
Hard Chrome Moose,
Trust your math
4.
again.
Reserve Parking, 5. Diane LL Dream, 3. Time for the mile, 30-1. Half, 102-1. 3 quarters, 133. Final time for the mile, 201-1.
Oh, Steve giving me a hard time on the points on the screen. As you can see over there, Steve and Ron have taken the lead at
Time for pick a winner.
74. I'll pull myself down, and I'll pull Jerry down. I'll leave myself up. Yeah, Steve and Ron have jumped to the quick lead of 74 points, where I'm.
Hey, you're at 70. I got it backwards. Nope, 73. Ron and I are tied for first.
Yeah.
You're in second, but Lisa made up some points there because Ron got 3, I got 2, you got ish, as my
1 point.
Father-in-law. You got ish, which is 1. So Lisa made up a little ground on that, not as much as she could, but the way things change around, David.
I'll have to give Justin a hard time about that, running off that horse and messing up my trifecta.
But yeah, pretty good race there. I mean,
yeah,
first division of the free-for-all pace.
3 late races left. A quick card today of 10 races, so we have 3 left.
Fast miles, we were talking about this track doesn't have anyone training here anymore, but we've seen 2 track records and last quarters in 28 and change. I mean, the surface is what it is, but the guys are flying over it today.
Yeah, and the hard part with county fairs, this is the end of this county fair from what I understand, is that, what?
Scratch the 1 in the 8. Philly's Revenge. That's a change of complexion.
Oh, yeah.
Ashley's Little Angel.
Who was?
And Connor Prather will drive the 3. Clear choice to be.
I missed who was on the 2. I'll go get that real quick.
Field of 4. First division, the free-for-all Pacers.
Yeah. Well, she just went a monster mile at.
Yeah, I'm going to run some commercials while you do that.
Yoder Custom Woodworking was started in 1995 by the Yoder family as a retail Amish furniture store in Sullivan, Illinois. They offer custom kitchen cabinets, granite and quartz countertops, built-in office and bathroom cabinetry, and offer a wide range of Amish furniture. Their store is located at 1117 West Jackson Street in Sullivan, Illinois, with store hours Tuesday through Friday 9 to 4:30 and Saturday 9 to 3. For more information, contact Yoder Custom Woodworking. Woodworking at 217-728-2166.
Wait, before you go and get your snacks and drinks, make sure to subscribe and like to Harness Tube. If you can't do that, just give us a thumbs up. Alright, to the show.
Am I up? I'm up. We'll do some talking here while Steve's running the machine over there. But we've got a couple races left for you today. We have 3 races left. We have 10 on the card. We have 2 divisions. Oh, this is the second division of the free-for-all pace, and then we're going to end up. I'm on the wrong race, aren't I? This is the first division of the free-for-all pace, and then we'll have another division following us in the 9th. And then the 10th and final race will be the free-for-all trot. So we do have a scratch in today's 8th race, the 1, Philly's Revenge, who I think we all probably were using in our trifectas as a scratch. She just raced a monster mile at Springfield. In the top line, Stakes was a tough place, I think 2nd or 3rd. Is it in here? Nope, it's to be announced. A tough 2nd or 3rd in a mile that went in 1:49 and 2/5 of a second, won by great seats. So that mare deserves a break today and is going to get it, as she did not make the trip up here to Morrison. So what's it do to my picks now? I got to cross her off and go 4-3-5. I go 4-3-2. Anyway, good to have you with us. We like hearing from all of our fans on the backstretch as the screen has up over there. Steve is running the computer and getting some things changed. We have a driver's change in today's 8th race. We're going to have JJ Quajavian Carter on the 2, Ash's Little Angel. And Connor Prather will be on the 3, Clear Choice DeVee. No, not then. We were talking about who all lived up here, and Tyler was in the chat saying Boo and Jordan and Jerome all live up here, clarifying for me on that. And he threw out some picks, but yeah, we've been a little quiet lately. I think everyone's just enjoying listening to all of our dialogue, right? We get to have a guest commentator on the broadcast. It's always fun. We're glad that Ron can join us here because it's always interesting to get someone else's take and get some dialogue going from a horseman's perspective.
Absolutely. I mean, it changes the dynamic of things, and I think we know where we're headed next year with things is that tracks we need to see if we can incorporate this in a lot more to kind of let people know other people in the sport.
Yeah.
And their passion for the sport, where it came from. I mean, we saw it with fans that we did in Brown County that, grandpas took them, dads took them to the track, and that changed the whole thing.
And they still got the bug bite, right? They're still following it years and years later.
And so they're bringing their kids to the track or their grandkids to the track. Made the adjustments on the picks, pulling the one out, moving all of them up so that everybody's got a fair opportunity here. So it looks like with the one out, everybody, Lisa and I are looking at the three.
Okay, Ken, please call the post.
Clear choice divide. Connor Prather driving that horse. So again, that's I think a good pick.
I'll pull you up there.
Oh, thanks. Lisa and I picking the 3-8 clear choice divide. Connor Prather now the driver in that. In second, we put Ashley's Little Angel. JJ's driving that. Ron went to the 2-horse. And I don't think that's a bad pick at all. I think that's a good pick. Ashley's
Off a mile
Little
and 53 and 3 last quarter and 27 and 4. That's not bad at all.
Yep. And then you went with the 4, different than anybody else.
Casey's due. That's all I'm going to say. Casey's due.
Okay. All right.
Connor Prather will be your driver. Number 4, Mazen Blazin. Casey drives for his dad, Terry. Number 5, Bruiser Cruiser. Brandon Lyles trains and drives. Field of 4. Free for all pacers. We should see a good one here, guys. Thanks for sticking with us today, crowd. I know it's a little warm up there. Starters called for the free-for-all pacers. Field of 4, race 8. They're at the head of the stretch. And here they come. They're off and pacing. Going right out there is Clear Choice to V. Wasting no time at all. Ashley's Little Angel gets away second. Bruiser Cruiser in third. Mazen Blazin at the end as they blaze into that first turn. Your leader, Clear Choice to V. Ashley's Little Angel, Bruiser Cruiser, and Mazen Blazin at the end. As they pace up the backside, your leader, Clear Choice to be. Ashley's Little Angel, Bruiser Cruiser, and Mazen Blazin, they get to the quarter. 32-1 to the opening quarter, 32-1. Your leader, Clear Choice to be. Ashley's Little Angel, Bruiser Cruiser, Mazen Blazin at the end. They swing out of the far turn into the stretch for the first time. As they go to the half, your leader still, Clear Choice to be. Ashley's Little Angel right on his back. Bruiser Cruiser, and at the back, a little closer now, Mazen Blazin. 103 to the half, 103. Your leader, Clear Choice to V, opening up by about a length and a half. Going in that first turn as they head up the backside. Clear Choice to V. Bruiser Cruiser taking over second from Ashley's Little Angel. And at the back, still Mazin Blazin'. As they head up the backside, going to the 3/4. Your leader still Clear Choice to V. Bruiser Cruiser right there in second. 131 and 4, 3/4, 131 and 4. Your leader still Clear Choice to V. Bruiser Cruiser in second. Here comes Ashley's Little Angel again. Mazin Blazin' right there. Your leader still Clear Choice to V. And on the far outside, Ashley's Little Angel. And through the center of the pack, here comes Mazin Blazin'. Mazin Blazin' on the outside. Clear Choice to V on the inside. Clear Choice to V. Mazin Blazin' was blazing up there for second.
At the Illinois State Fairgrounds.
201 and 1.
Once again this year, the catalog will offer not only a strong lineup of
good race there, guys,
and foaled yearlings, but also an excellent supporting cast of colts and fillies eligible to other state-bred programs in the Midwest.
Another good race out here in today's 8th race. We are going to see Clear Choice to V coming back to the winner circle for David Brooks and young driver Connor Prather picking up this drive. Wide Avenue down in Anna, I believe, today. So Connor picking up the drive and the win. Nice mile 2, 1 and 1.
Here's your winner, Clear Choice to V. Clear Choice to V is a 5-year-old gelding by betting line out of the Western Ideal mare View Hanover for David and Adam Brooks of Cambridge. Trained by David Brooks, Connor Prather. Let's give a hand to Clear Choice to V and Connor Prather. Grab your programs, top down, scratch. Ashley's Little Angel, 3. Clear Choice to V, your winner. Mazin Blazin', second. Bruiser Cruiser, 4. Times for the mile, 31 and 2. Half, 103. 3/4, 131 and 4. Time for the mile, 201 and 1. 201 and 1. Looking ahead to the 9th race, Connor Prather will drive the 3, Caviar Richmond. Hey Freaky is scratched. So we'll have another field of free-for-all pacers.
We'll throw up the finish there to let everyone know where the points are. David took a back pedal on that. Ron is tied now with Lisa, as Lisa and I picked a 1-2 on that after the one drop. We move everybody's ones up, everybody below that up in that, because everybody practically picked the one there. I think Lisa was the only one that made the 3 her first pick. So with that, that is the finish there. That's the numbers. And so with that, we're going to go ahead and go to commercial. We'll be back after these messages.
Make plans now to attend the 27th Annual Illini Classic Yearling Sale, which takes place on Labor Day at the Illinois State Fairgrounds in Springfield. Once again this year, the catalog will offer not only a strong lineup of Illinois-conceived and foaled yearlings, but also an excellent supporting cast of colts and fillies eligible to other state-bred programs in the Midwest and on the Eastern Seaboard. It's the Illini Classic Yearling Sale, Monday, September 1st, beginning at 11 a.m. Central.
Looking to move your mobile home? Need a roll-off dumpster at a competitive rate? Or maybe it's time to demo that old mobile home? Pine Ridge Mobile Home Transport has you covered. We serve Central Illinois with reliable mobile home transport, offer affordable roll-off dumpsters for the Springfield area, and provide expert demolition services across Illinois and Missouri. For fast, friendly service, call Wayne Decker at 217-313-9744. That's 217-313-9744. Or find Pine Ridge Mobile Home Transport on Facebook, your one-stop solution for mobile home services.
Back with you. Sorry about that. Scratch the 4 in the 9th race. Scratch the 4 in the 9th race to make Connor Prather the driver of the 3. As I get things straightened out here.
Post, please.
And
I want to thank Ron Vander Rostein for taking time today to sit on the broadcast with us. That was fun to kind of just bounce some ideas off him and give and take a little bit.
yeah, that's great. I love talking to horsemen, trainers, particularly the guys that have been around a while. And he's well educated because he's still somewhat in.
Yeah, he owns the horses.
And so to find out in their mind what's changed and understand some things have changed, but the racing itself just got better.
Still the same.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I think it's like everything else. The difference between the haves and the have-nots.
Right. We'll throw it real quick for the post-parade.
Number 2, Freaky Pete, trained and driven by Marion Rush. Number 3, Caviar Richmond, trained by David Brooks. Make the driver Connor Prather. Connor Prather will drive the 3. Scratch the 4, Hey Freaky is out. Number 5, Key Ingredient, Casey Leonard drives for Terry Leonard.
But to finish that point you were on, talking about the have and have-nots, it's just a different game than it was. It was, and it still kind of is the sport of the blue collar. You can go out and buy a horse and train it yourself and drive it yourself after work if you have enough time and resources. But it's just going more and more towards that big stable trend.
Mm-hmm. And so with that field being levied, we see in this, you don't know on a given day what horse is going to win. Now we've got
starters
some out
called
there
for
like
the Pacers.
One-Trip Chip.
Second division.
They can
do pretty good, yeah.
To Infinity, Freaky Pete, Caviar Richmond, and Key Ingredient. Field of 4. They're at the head of the stretch. And here they come. They're off and pacing. Caviar Richmond out fast. Freaky Pete and To Infinity. Key Ingredient heading away fourth. Your leader, Caviar Richmond, as they Pace into that first turn. Caviar Richmond takes over the top and opens up by about 3 as they head up the backside. Connor Prather out there with Caviar Richmond, opening up by about 4 or 5 over Freaky Pete to Infinity. And Key Ingredient can see them all as they pace up the backside and head to the quarter. Caviar Richmond, your leader. 29 seconds flat, your opening quarter, 29 seconds. Might be our quickest one of the day. Caviar Richmond still out there by about 1.5 lengths, 2 lengths over Freaky Pete, who has closed the gap. To Infinity, third. And Key Ingredient can see them all from the back of the pack. Caviar Richmond, your leader. Freaky Pete's right there, to Infinity. Key Ingredient right there. They're all bunched together, and here comes to Infinity out of the 3-hole. 1 minute 3/5. 1 minute 3/5. Here comes to Infinity. Who takes over second over Freaky Pete. Trying to drop in the 2-hole. Caviar Richmond, still your leader. They head up the backside. Connor Prather asking for a little more from Caviar Richmond. To Infinity, drops in the 2-hole, and on the outside here comes Key Ingredient. They get to the 3/4. 131 to the 3/4. Here comes Casey Leonard with Key Ingredient. Comes right alongside Caviar Richmond. Those two neck and neck. Key Ingredient on the outside. Caviar Richmond on the inside. To Infinity, back to third. Key Ingredient on the far outside. Caviar Richmond on the inside. Which one of them do you like? Caviar Richmond. Key Ingredient. To Infinity, close. Time for the mile, 2:01 and 1.
Bring myself up real quick. Another fast mile, a testament to this track surface. It's surprising the heck out of me. We have some fast miles today. But congratulations to Caviar Richmond out of the David Brooks stable. David and Adam Brooks own this one from Cambridge, Illinois. Dave Trains and Connor Prather picking up another live catch drive to win today's 9th race. So congratulations to the connections of Caviar Richmond. Want to give a shout out to my mother, Jacqueline Bowens, watching at home. She just sent me a text, hey, she's been watching all day, and I think she missed Harrison early on in the broadcast, but good to have them both with us, following along our harness tube. A race from the Whiteside County Fair up in Morrison, so thanks for joining along. The rundown for 9?
Yeah.
From top down, I have 3, 4, 1, scratch 2. Unofficial.
Okay.
I'm not a judge.
You're not?
Nope. Good to see the Brooks family coming trackside. All that they do for racing up in Cambridge.
Here's your winner returning to the winner's circle, number 3, Caviar Richmond. Trained by David Brooks. For owners, Adam and David Brooks of Cambridge. Third win on the year for Caviar Richmond. That's Connor Prather's 3rd winner of the day. I also know that lady in the winner's circle, Goldie Swenson. How are you, Goldie? Give a hand to Caviar Richmond. Connor Prather, winner of race 9. It's time for pick a winner. Peggy Dietz of Morrison, you are the winner. Are you up there, Peggy? There's Peggy. See her down on the bottom.
roll down Jerry as they do the pick a winner contest for the grandstand over there. But it's good to see Goldie Svensson out in the winner circle for Caviar Richmond in the Brooks Stables. Goldie was a charter.
Your final race on the card.
Charter up here in the Northern Illinois Colt Association for many, many years. We got drivers change in the 10th race. Jamaica is on the 3 Rumble in the Valley.
Evidently, my wife and daughters entered the pick a winner test today, but sorry about your luck. You guys haven't won.
So we'll have Jamaica driving the 3 in the 10th race, Rumble in the Valley.
All right, I'll make that change out there, David.
No problem.
The points have been updated. I've just got a slim 4-point lead after a disastrous 1-point pick that time. Lisa's moving right up, though. She's in second place. David's in third, and Ron is in fourth. And so we'll take a look here in a second of the picks for this last race. As we go here, we're going to take, let's see.
Do we need a break?
Is it official yet?
The demo derby.
They haven't given it, but I think it's probably official.
Okay.
I'll pull the times down.
All right, and we'll go to commercial.
Perfect.
So we can work on stuff for the last race.
'24 Illinois County Fair Training Champion. Kev Miller's horses are built to win, and it all starts here. Ready to join a winning team? Call Kev at 217-254-0170 or send a message to the email address on the screen to learn more. Kev Miller Stables. Train to win.
Kerr Auction is your trusted source for ag equipment, attachments, construction gear, trucks, trailers, and hard-to-find parts. With live and online auctions at kerrauction.com, you can bid from anywhere, field, job site, or front porch. From big equipment to small parts. If you need it, Kerr Auction has it. Don't miss your next deal. Check out kerrauction.com today. Kerr Auction, built for the working world.
We're back with you for today's 10th and final race from the Whiteside County Fair here in Morrison. Good to have you with us. Good to see Jamaica on the track.
Dan, let's call for the final race of the day.
We'll throw it to the call to post. I know the broadcast couldn't hear that before the call to post. What did you just play? What's that called?
I can't remember what it is.
So nice to have Ken Walker here from down in Wisconsin.
Give Kenneth Walker a big hand for all the nice work he's done today. Thank you, Ken.
Want to thank our sponsors out there, too. And
Free for all
trotters.
trotters. Number 1, TV's Cosmic. Jerome Daniels trains, drives, and owns. Number 2, Nimble Trimble. Orville Bronkhurst trains and drives. And number 3, Rumble in the Valley for Jamaica Patton, who trains and drives. Field of 3.
Steve, we just saw, and Ronnie and I were talking about Orville Bronkhurst and how good of a job he does with these young trotters. Look at his next to his name in this program. Orville Bronkhurst, he's 83 years old, has a P license. He has 8 starts this year, 5 wins in 2 seconds. I mean, he almost hasn't missed the board besides one time all season long. So he knows his horses, he knows where they fit, and he knows if he puts them in the box that they're going to be competitive. So good to have him out here and down from Wisconsin, but we'll wish him luck in today's 10th race. I picked him second. I use a 3 on top Rumble in the Valley. I like to see in Jamaica pick up the lines again. Walt gave us got this horse primed with the last start out, winning up at Belvedere, but I like Jamaica driving this thing. Using Nimble Trimble second and TBS Cosmac third. Looks like Ron went the same direction as me, using the 3 on top, but just flip-flopping his second choice, using Jerome's horse second and Orville third. Where are the Surratt?
Well, I went different, so I could end up losing the whole thing or winning the
called
whole thing.
Free for all trotters.
2-3-1 is where I went. I went with JJ. Quidjavian. Lisa went 3-1-5 or 3-1-2.
We shall see what happens.
Same as Ron.
I'll throw it back to the camera, and we'll give it.
We're at the head of the stretch. And here they come. They're off and trotting. Rumble in the Valley out there. Opening up by about 2-3 lengths, trotting into that first turn. Nimble Trimble taking over second. Off stride, TV's Cosmic. TV's Cosmic off stride. As they trot up the backside, your leader, Rumble in the Valley. Nimble Trimble looking to close the gap. Rumble in the Valley, your leader by about 3-4 lengths out there as they trot down to the quarter. Jamaica Patton looking for 1,004 as they get to the quarter. 29-2 opening quarter. 29-2 Rumble in the Valley. Nimble Trimble right there in second. And back is TV's Cosmic. You can see them all. They're at the head of the stretch for the first time as they trot to the half. Jerome Daniels back there with TV's Cosmic. Jamaica Patton with Rumble in the Valley. Nimble Trimble right there in second as they get to the half. Rumble in the Valley. 59-4 to the half. 59-4. Nimble Trimble looks to close the gap, and he does. He's right on Rumble in the Valley's helmet as they get ready to head up the backside. Jamaica Patton out there with Rumble in the Valley. Nimble Trimble won't go away. He's right on his back. Orville Bronkhurst. As they trot to the 3/4. Rumble in the Valley starts to open up a little bit. 3-4 lengths. They get to the 3/4. 130-3. 130-3. Rumble in the Valley opens up. 5-6 on the good. Even more is Nimble and Trimble back there in second. Far back and out of it is TV's Cosmic. They're in the head of the stretch, turning for home. It's Rumble in the Valley. Rumble in the Valley and Jamaica Patton. He's looking to get 1,004. And he will. Rumble in the Valley, Jamaica Patton. Nimble Trimble is second. TV's Cosmic up for third. Time for the mile, 2-2 flat. 2:02 flat.
Bring myself up here. Hot fractions, good and mile. Congratulations to the winner, Rumble in the Valley. Makes it 2 for 2 for Ron Phillips and Jamaica Patton. Congratulations, this free-for-all trotting champion of the Whiteside County Fair 2025 will take the lion's share of the $1,200 purse. 29-2 to the quarter. 59-4 to the half. 3/4, 130-3.
We have another track record, guys, for age trotters. Just went 2-2 and flat. The previous record held back from 1999. And it was also tied in 2011. Never Stills Colton, Walmart Valley. Time for those miles back in those days were 2:04. Today we went in 2:2. Here's Jamaica Patton with 1,004. Rumble in the Valley. Rumble in the Valley, 5-year-old. Owned by Ron Phillips, trained by Jamaica Patton, driven by Jamaica Patton. Track record holder now here at the Whiteside County Fair. Give a hand to Rumble in the Valley, Jamaica Patton.
Three track records today. Congratulations to the track team here at Whiteside County for putting on a nice surface for us to race over. Where are we at, Steve?
Where are we at? I don't want to talk about it.
Well, I heard you say something. Did you have something you want to bring to the...
Yeah, I guess. We'll give the final... David got a trifecta on that last race.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
therefore, that makes him the winner with 104 points. Lisa sneaks in at second with 100,
Good.
and because I picked differently,
and
I
messed
lost
up.
95, but Ron ended up at the
bottom. Good. We get to give him a hard time about that
he
for
got
years
12
to come.
Points. Yeah, as good a racing day as I had, had 3 single-digit days, and you had a few more. You had 4 trifectas today. I had 2 trifectas today. Lisa had none, and Ron had 2. So that was the difference in the day. is a trifecta, and it looks like
All right, we got to pick a winner here, guys. Let's see who we got.
I'm going to talk to David about something, and I'll finish things up here for Harness Tube. Next up, we'll be in Pana.
Joan Blackburn.
That's Labor Day
Sorry,
weekend.
you're not a winner.
We'll be back Pana on Saturday and Sunday, and so we'll be glad to
Wyatt.
see you. I'm
You're
going to
not
go
a
back
winner.
to that as we can see this a second. As
Tony
that is the
Vanderleest from
unofficial.
Morrison. Are you still here, Tony?
And
You're
we'll
the
see what
winner,
happens
Tony!
with things. And so with that, we're going to hang on here because they're looking at the finish on this. So David may not have got his trifecta.
You don't get much money
And
left,
so
Tony. We
with
handed
that,
all of it out.
We're thankful for y'all being here. We'll keep it here till
You
we
only get
a final.
$1.25.
We'll stay with the track announcer here for a little bit of this.
All right.
As David helps them out with this. So as they try to work things out, as we finish things up today, Lisa did a great job on the camera today. We're thankful for that. I'm seeing David, you can wave at her.
Driver of the day, Connor Prather. He is our winner.
Hey, great
$50.
job. And we'll just tell Lisa she can go off the air.
Yep.
As
Nice
we'll
talking.
find out whether you actually won or not, and we'll put in the chat. If you don't get your trifecta out of this, then we'll see what happens. That may change things. Lisa may win. So with that, Steve Surratt and David Brink saying see you
in the winner's circle.